All right, the social media is up. We're live.
Getting there. Not yet.
Wow, it
Getting
takes
there.
it's a lot of work
There's
to
a little
set
bit.
it up.
There's a little bit of delay, but
Damn.
we're getting
Yeah.
right
It's a lot
up.
of work.
It's here.
Here we are.
We're live. Yeah, we're live.
Nice.
Oh, fuck, there's a camera right there.
There is a camera. Yes.
God damn it.
This is Robot and the Bear, episode 38.
Episode 38 with Peter Chan.
Mr. Peter Chan.
Yeah, we have his exhibition. What's it called? Spin and Go. Up here at GR2. So this is Peter Chan in the flesh.
All right.
Yay.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
No, thanks for coming. We really appreciate it.
But before we get going, are we going to start with the top fives?
We shall start with top five.
All right. Who's first? Me? You?
It doesn't matter.
All right. This time, I don't think I'm going to be stealing any of your top fives like last time.
No,
I knew
maybe
what was up.
one of them.
Really?
but
We're going to find out.
My number one.
We're going to find out. No, maybe my number one won't be your number one. We'll see.
Well,
number five I want to talk about is not a positive, happy thing, but
no.
it was that shooting in Saugus, which, when it happened, first thing you hear, oh, it's an Asian male. And I'm like every other Asian person, please don't be Japanese. Please don't be Japanese. You're saying, please don't be Chinese. You're probably saying the same thing. We're sitting there going, please don't be, you just don't want to claim them.
Right.
And, but then turns out he's half Japanese.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, wah, wah, wah. And it's one of those things, too, where the media basically calls him Asian, but he's half white. And then his name was, what was it, Nathaniel Burhow.
Hate to tell you,
Right.
half-breeds, but if you're half white and half Asian,
You're Asian?
you're white.
Oh, you're white. So, but the media was calling him Asian the whole time.
Oh, okay.
And even when it came out that he was half, he was still
They're just trying
Asian.
to take the heat off the white man.
Yes.
But
well,
it looks
Yes.
more Asian.
you got to get
Or-
close
Yeah,
to the
you
mic,
gotta
man.
lean
It
on
looks
in.
more Asian.
I'm
or-
gonna push this shit to your face. If you don't. Anyway, so the media then, because they realized, oh, he's half Japanese, all of a sudden they started including his Japanese middle name, because like a shooter, they have a name like whatever, first name, last name, but you don't put a middle name. But because the middle name is Japanese, they had to add it. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, now he's got a middle name, and all the media started using that just to show that he's Asian, and that's fucked up, kind of.
That actually is fucked up.
Yeah, I'm like, why all of a sudden are you including the middle name when no one else has a middle name?
Yeah. Too bad Elliot Roger didn't have a Chinese middle name.
None of them. No, Theodore Kaczynski doesn't have, we didn't have his middle name.
Well, you don't remember Elliot Roger, right?
Which guy is Elliot Roger? Was
He's
he the Santa Barbara guy?
He's the incel Santa Barbara guy.
Santa Barbara. So,
Oh.
Yeah.
So
he
this-
was half Chinese, half white,
yeah, he was. Was he Chinese?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh,
He
was
would
that this
see.
year?
Yeah, that was a couple
was
years
older
ago.
this
A couple
year.
years ago.
Yeah.
But he was a half breed. I'm sorry
pure-
if I'm offending any of you half breeds out there.
He is a pure incel, though. This guy had a girlfriend, supposedly, but
Yeah.
who knows why. There's no motive. But anyways, I thought that was really, that was kind of a wild thing that happened. It's horrible, but crazy, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just,
Yeah.
it's one of those things that happened. Top five? I don't know. It's a bottom five, but
Oh,
yeah.
but
Anyways.
still like
Well,
well,
it blew over, right? Like it's not on the news anymore.
No, it's quick out of the news.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, the
I
body
guess-
count wasn't high enough.
Yep. Killed two.
Work harder, guy.
Damn, that's still a lot.
Yeah. Two, I know. And that's
In
it.
this region.
Yeah, two. 3 wounded, two wounded, and 3 wounded,
Well, he
2,
killed
and then
himself.
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's like he was brain dead, I guess, or something like that. Then the next day he just died.
a bullet's going to do that.
I guess so. Yeah.
So
And it was interesting because what is it? He had the gun for it was a total of 16 seconds where he pulled out the gun until he shot himself.
right.
But I guess the gun had a jam,
Oh.
and he actually cleared the jam. Which I mean, people say, "Oh, that's easy," but I'm like, in 16 seconds he cleared the jam, shot 6 rounds, including
That's like sharp thinking and problem solving.
Asian. The nimble
No
fingers.
pressure.
Yep, and those nimble fingers.
The nimble fingers of the Asian man just took care of the jam, and
we're fucking so terrible.
the dexterity of video game playing, or maybe
Yep.
pencil spinning. It's like, this guy was the master pencil spinner. And then he used it to clear Gun Jam. And
Oh
kill
man,
people.
we people are gonna fucking
Damn,
hate
this
us.
podcast, anything goes. It's not much different than the last one. The one you did with
with Daniel.
it's like a little bit better, but
Oh.
it's almost.
Oh,
it's
oh.
take
close.
that, Daniel! How do you like me now? It's chewing the
So we don't-
lotus.
We don't need to worry what we say.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Number 4, Andrew Yang. So
What?
Andrew Yang was sitting here with getting like whatever is his low percentage, 3%, 4%.
Right.
It turns out this is more Asian stuff. This dude was holding the money. Like he's been getting donations, and he got a $10 million run, like last quarter or whatever it was.
Right.
He got $10 million in donation. This homie was not spending that money. He's been saving it till right now, and now he's unleashing advertising on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's been saving that cash because everyone else is burning through their small budgets and shit.
Yeah.
This guy was holding on like an Asian man.
Yes.
He was just like
Like a good old fashioned Chinese, penny pinching, motherfucker.
yeah, and all of a sudden he came. So he came out on like when he was doing a speech, and he goes, "Guess what? I saved all this money, and now we're gonna put in ads because we're gonna like really target like the general."
I saw the
people."
ad. I saw the ad.
Yeah.
It was,
Some of it was kind of like generic, but I mean, the whole thing was he wants to get his numbers higher so he can get into these debates.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be in the debate tomorrow. Is
tomorrow?
it tonight?
I believe it's tomorrow.
Right.
Oh, is it tonight? It's Wednesday. I thought it's tonight.
Yeah, it's tonight.
I think it is tonight.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shoot, man.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry,
Like,
all you guys.
Shut it down. We're going to watch the debate.
No, actually, you guys are gonna miss the debate.
Yeah.
Actually,
They
wait,
might be all watching the.
Actually, the
debate.
debate's the debate's over. Don't tune off of us.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Hey, yeah, it's over already. So what are you talking
Yeah,
about? Just
yeah.
listen to us.
Just listen to us.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, Andrew Yang maybe will get his percentages a little higher with these, and it takes. I think he said it takes 4 or 5 weeks from the time they start airing ads for it to show up. That's what the math shows, the historical math. So he said, don't expect the numbers to go up right away. It's going to take a few weeks.
Wait, didn't you guys try to get him on?
No.
No.
Oh, no, you guys
no.
didn't even send an email or something.
I would love to have him
You
on.
guys talked about it.
But I've seen him on so many different podcasts.
Yeah.
And he just talks the same fucking talking points. It'd be kind of boring.
Oh,
But I mean, like, he only kind of like changes it up when he's eating something really good.
just gotta bring him some
Or like, I mean, we are on Sawtell.
food on Sawtell. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I guess. It would
maybe
be-
we could have him like do like the Tsujita versus Tsujita Annex.
Oh, right on. But yeah, Andrew Yang. So we'll see what happens.
Oh.
I'm not a Yang Gang guy yet.
No, neither am I.
Yeah, but I mean, I am curious to see, and I was really thrilled to see that. I was like, okay, this guy's not doing anything to get his numbers higher, and lo and behold, his strategy was saving that cash until now.
Fucking,
And he's
like
trying
wait
to-
until
yeah.
it can't. Like, what's the point? Like, people are so like ADD'd out, right? Like,
Yeah.
they just like they like forget things so quickly. You gotta save it until like
Well-
and blow it all.
But
like,
but
you
he
know.
built his Yang Gang first, to
Yeah.
make sure that he
yeah.
had something, and then booyah, here come the commercials, and now he's trying to raise something like 30 million if he can. Like he wants to go head to head with everybody else.
Nice.
It's interesting. Anyways, he's fascinating.
Good luck, Andrew.
Number 3, Peter Chan's Art Show.
Yes.
Yes.
That is the one thing I
Yes.
did do this weekend. I came out
Peter
to your
Chan's
show.
Art Show.
Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful works. Unbelievable looking to me.
Very an interesting evolution.
Yeah,
in
very
his style.
interesting. Really cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's very exciting to me.
Mm-hmm.
And the technique is just amazing too.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about the technique, but now I am, and it's
Oh.
very amazing.
It is.
Yes.
I'm not even thinking. I'm thinking about like what my top 3 is. I don't even have time. Like right now.
Well, you still have time. You still have time.
Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Do you know one trick is just start looking at your
Oh,
look at
oh,
your
all
look
right,
at,
all
look
right,
at your
all right.
photos and see what you did.
Dude, it's all
That's one way to
photo
go.
of My dog.
That's one way to go.
Dude, well then your dog better be on your top 5.
Yeah. Number 2, I'm just gonna have to say it. Decon is coming this weekend, and we both probably have to say that.
Yep.
Which is okay because we are deconned out, man. We
Yeah.
interviewed them about 4 podcasts ago.
3 or 4 podcasts ago.
Yeah, and we both have our own tables there.
Yeah. What's your booth number?
I don't know. Actually,
Oh.
I never looked it up, so I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, but you know what? It's not that big. Just find us.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know you're close to the front.
Really?
Yeah. You're
Okay.
you're kind of in the same place that you were before. I think it's 20 something.
I have no idea.
You know.
Yeah, not once did I look or think about that.
Oh.
You know what? It's okay. Find us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Decon.
Explore the convention center and find us.
Yeah, and make sure like you bring a lot of money.
Yeah.
Bring
Oh yeah.
as much as you can.
Yeah. Or don't bring that much money. Just bring enough to buy stuff from my booth or Eric's booth.
There you go. Yeah, you know what? Just bring enough for 2 booths.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. We'll have exclusives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we will.
Yes, and I actually made an exclusive.
What'd you make?
I made my Tora-chan cats on a card, like
Yeah,
action
yeah,
figures. I
yeah.
made cats on a cat action figures.
Did you what are you doing with for the backing board?
I made backing boards.
Are they all different or
They're
are they
all different, but the cats are all different too because they're Sculpey, made by hand by myself.
Wow.
Hand painted, and I got my blister card things and a blister pack, and it's on a backing card, and they're all different, each one, and I'll have maybe about 30 or something like that, and all the backing cards are different, but it's Tora-chan, the traveling cat.
Wow.
I want the one with the elephant.
There's an
that-
elephant one?
The
It's cute.
The Sato.
It's cute.
Sato-chan
That one's a
one.
winner.
I haven't I've been kind of avoiding Instagram lately.
Yeah. Anyways, that one's a cute one. So yeah, I'll have like 30 different ones, and yeah.
Unplug the-
It goes into your headphone, dude.
oh.
Yeah, you unplugged your headphone.
It's
Your
okay.
excitement. Anyways, so that was my number one, is my own exclusive for the first time.
Nice.
Actually, I think I did these about 5 years ago, but not the same.
You're taking like all that like knowledge that you got from like what's his name?
Sucklord, Dove,
And the other one, the
Obvious
Jap-
Plant?
Obvious plant.
Obvious Plant.
who's Obvious Plant?
Oh, he was in the food show. He was amazing.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
right, he was.
yeah.
That's right, Obvious Plant. I remember
Yeah.
him. And then like, what's his name? Who does has done several solo shows here?
Oh, Yukinori Dehara.
Dahara,
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
combining it all
But
together.
this is kind of the American style, though. You know.
But you
He's-
took the pictures, right?
Yeah, those are all my photos I took.
Oh,
for the
okay.
back-
So use
backing
the
card.
for the backings.
Yeah, I use my
Yeah.
phone photography and
Nice.
all from like pictures in Japan. So this cat, basically, the story is he's traveling Japan, eating, going to like tourist areas, and making weird little comments.
Did you have like weird photos from like all the like nerdy places too?
Some, but a lot of it's touristy, like kind of
Like,
touristy
did you
stuff,
go to
like
like
temples and shit.
Ginza and like take or
None. Most of it's like you'll see. There's some ramen pictures and shit like that. All
Nice.
different kinds of things. So,
So basically, the cat is you.
no.
I
I am
think
not
it
I'm
is.
not an artist, and this is not representing me at all.
I think the cat.
Absolutely not.
Don't you think the cat represents Eric Nakamura and his travels?
Absolutely not. Nope. I'm not. I'm not an
Yeah.
artist. I'm not an artist, and
And
this
we're
has
not
nothing to
saying
do with
that
That's the only
you're-
thing you
has nothing to do with me.
I think it has.
Yeah, there you
we're
go.
not saying you're an artist. We're
Okay,
just
but-
saying that the cat represents you.
It has nothing to do with me, man. It's just
Well, I have one of those cats at home.
it's
so
just a cat.
I think I gotta add it to the
man.
collection.
Anyway, so that was my top 5.
the benefits of really being friends with Mr. Nakamura.
No, he bought it.
No, he bought this is
No.
like
I think-
a long
I think
time ago.
Peter bought one before I didn't know he were.
Oh yeah.
Where did you get it?
Actually, yeah, this is before even I met you really.
Yeah, was this a decon or where
no,
did you
this
get it?
here.
You bought it here?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's like-
I had it here?
08.
I don't even remember. Oh, wow, 10 years ago.
I don't know. How
I have no
long,
recollection,
but
but
it's been a long
yeah.
time.
Anyways, I'm making them. I can make them
Revived.
again. Yeah, revived it after many years.
Wow.
Anyways, yeah, I usually don't get involved in making stuff. Like, it's always you guys who make stuff. I just kind of watch and whatever, get jealous. So this time I decided to make something.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I guess so this week, aside from Peter's show, I have been doing nothing but working on DesignerCon.
Wow. Yep.
So today, instead of like listing off anything that like really happened to me this week, I'm going to talk about my 4 favorite Reddit subreddits. And I think, I'm just going by the list that I have here. I'm going to start off with Incel Tears, which is,
I have never.
Wow.
Incel Tears is a subreddit where like they go on to the incel group, news group, wherever that is now, and they'll just like kind of like pull like the most fucked up posts that they see. A lot of it's very misogynistic, verging on racist and very self-deprecating. And it's just kind of one of those like subreddits where it's like if you're feeling down or if you're feeling kind of bad about yourself, you just need to open up Incel Tears and realize
It's like memes, huh?
yeah, you're doing okay. You're not. Things could be worse.
Oh, dude.
So that's definitely one of my favorite ones. I think another one that I am a huge fan of is one that you actually introduced. Oh, here he goes. That Eric introduced me to, and that is Public Freakouts.
Oh, that's a daily for me.
That is a really good one.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's just like people like completely losing their shit, in public.
Yep.
And
Isn't that amazing though?
it is kind of. Did you see the one with the white woman who like used the N-word at a Popeyes chicken that was completely employed with African American people?
You know what? That was up there today, and I didn't click on it yet.
Oh,
I need privacy for that one.
It is. It is.
She's a plus-sized woman, from what I understand.
She's an older, like
plus
maybe
size,
like
maybe?
she's probably like late 60s.
Oh wow!
Woman.
Because I saw one that says it's like a heavy-set woman saying the N-word to somebody.
Okay, well,
I don't know if this is the same one or not.
Maybe not, but the one that I saw was basically it actually cuts. So like there's an inside the restaurant shot, and this woman like using the N-word, calling the African American employees the N-word, word that I'm even too afraid to use on this podcast.
I don't do it.
And that like
just say it to Peter afterwards.
Yes. In case you don't know what the N-word is, Peter, I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to an outside shot of the woman walking out of the restaurant, and one of the employees like grabbing her and like lifting her up and body slamming her.
God, and she's like in her 60s. She probably died.
No, she was fine. There's links to her in the hospital, but she like broke six. She, like her elbow got shattered, and like she 6 of her ribs were broken, and like all this.
Wow.
So she's like one of the first one actually got hurt, right?
I guess.
Because I seen there's like other ones like Subway, Betty, or their name.
Just imagine this
there are
motherfucker.
names for it.
Yeah, like the lemonade stand.
There's no name for this.
Yeah,
I don't.
This
Because
guy,
usually they get away. Usually they just leave.
this guy right here is acting like he knew nothing, and you are watching this stuff.
No, it just
Holy
sometimes
smoke.
it shows up on YouTube or
You are loving this stuff.
Dude,
I kind of like it.
All right, you are a public freak
No,
out
but-
member, probably.
No, but nothing happens to them. That's why. Like,
no. They just get like they showed up on. They're just publicly shamed on video. But like, this woman crossed the line and she paid for it.
Wow.
And of course, the employee got fired and got arrested, as well. Anyways, speaking of like justice, my next favorite one is Justice Served.
That's always a good one. That makes you feel good sometimes. Right?
It feels great.
Yeah.
It feels great. Like, like there was this one that the last video I watched was this guy on a motorcycle, and he's just basically cutting off traffic, like not letting any cars pass. And I think while he's paying too much attention on what the cars behind him, he like doesn't see the cars in front of him, and they're at a complete stop, and he basically just eats shit, and it like feels good. I watched that video like 3 times already, and it just like makes me think, yes.
Do you think we like those because there's like a sense of not enough justice in the world? And then we actually watch this at like, we could click on 10 of them in a row and be like, oh, all of these feel good.
Yes.
Because throughout the day, you hear about all this bad news, and
it's good to know that karma exists.
Right? Is that what that's what it is, right? Because we realize that all these people get away with doing the worst shit, but then on this one Reddit thread, no one's getting away with anything.
Right.
You know where to go.
Yeah, you know where
I
you
love
want to
that.
feel like that there is balance in this world,
Yeah.
and fucking Justice Served shows you that balance.
Right? I think that's why that one's so important to people. I think I bet you that helps a lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm serious. Like,
Yeah,
I
no,
think it does. Yeah.
And then the fourth one is Trashy. So
That's
Yeah.
That's that's a good one.
like, it's just like people like posting the dumbest shit and like the most ridiculous, like anyone in their right mind would not post this shit.
But it's also just trashy people.
Trashy people.
Trashy people doing trashy things.
Oh, it's so good.
That's
so
good too,
you
because
know.
that too, it's like we're so glad that's not us. Right? So we're watching that going, man, look at them over there acting like assholes. And then we can watch it and just be like, that's not us.
Yeah, thank God I am not. I thank God I don't have it in my mind to
Yeah.
post about like, you know, me fucking a married person or blah blah blah, this and that. You
But
know, it's-
somewhere
it's-
out there, that's normal.
Oh, I know.
That's crazy.
I know.
Makes us feel better.
It feels good. And
I need to get a list
Oh.
of this thing because I'm just like surfing through YouTube
Yeah.
and then.
Oh, no,
But this
no.
is like concentrated.
Use
Yeah,
Reddit.
like
yeah.
this is
Reddit.
like
Oh, yeah.
I can go on.
Yep.
You could spend like half an hour, or maybe before you go to sleep, or an hour, but it does feel good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. Reddit will
It does
like,
make you
and
feel
there's some that will make you like feel bad. Like
Yeah.
I found like some subreddits where it's just like, oh man, like it makes me feel bad to know people like this exist.
Yeah.
Like because they're so terrible.
That's why trashy's
So, like,
okay, because it's like that's like whoa.
Yeah, because trashy's like on the funny side, but
Yeah.
like you know, then there's like I discovered this one, and anyways, people who are on the live stream, if you guys have any good subreddits that you want
Yeah.
to share, please, you know.
I need the
Let's hear
revenge
it.
one. Revenge
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Because I've been watching too many the police brutality ones.
Wait,
Oh.
is there a
Like
revenge
on
one?
YouTube.
Oh, I mean, you mean the
yeah.
Justice Served.
Oh, Justice
Justice
Served.
Served.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Justice
bet you
Served.
there's a revenge
Yeah,
one
'cause-
too.
Oh, I'm sure there is a revenge.
Oh,
That's
well,
all
yeah.
different.
No,
That's
I
all
see a
different.
couple. Like
Yeah.
the one where
Like, is
people-
there revenge porn or something? There must be one. Revenge porn.
It's probably not on subreddit, not
Really?
a subreddit, because I don't
Okay.
think Reddit like allows nudity and stuff like
Oh
that.
no, but it's not porn. It's just revenge porn. So we could watch revenge
Oh,
because there's fight porn is another subreddit that I watch, but that's just fighting.
Oh,
there's
I know what you
there's
mean.
no nothing good about
Because
it. It's
you know
just
the word
fighting.
revenge porn already is kind of allocated
Oh,
to
that exists. Duh. Right?
You know, like you know people being bitter and
Yeah,
sharing
and
their
sharing
sexy
their.
bits.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
That's
so-
revenge porn.
Yeah,
I guess that is.
like
huh?
you know without the consent of
Yeah,
the
I kind of
person.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's actually what it's called. But yeah, okay. you're
No,
right.
I need the revenge one because I need to think of. I saw the one where the guy get package stolen and they keep coming out with.
Oh yeah. Like he put he created the box that to make it look like it's an Apple speaker.
Yeah. And there's like one I seen one with shit in it. And it
Oh.
exploded in the car.
Oh yeah. Well, it's yeah.
And then
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
that's some sweet that's
Yeah.
some sweet revenge.
so I need to think because my
you get-
garage just got broken into
Oh no.
Oh, no.
for like the third time this year. So I've been thinking like, last time they stole all my spray paint.
Oh no.
I just left it there, and so I'm trying to think of something like
Wow.
I can do.
Oh.
Like it's evil, but
Yeah.
I thought of something, but it's kind of evil.
Oh, I know. You could just pack like
Yeah.
explosives into the spray can.
well, not that bad, but I know like there's this type of paint that gives people rash,
Oh.
and it's clear,
Oh.
like really bad rash. And I was like, okay, maybe I can just like wipe it over. I don't know if that's evil because it's actually really bad.
Wow.
But then I don't know.
I don't know
I'm
if there's
just
a way
like,
to
wow.
tamper it so that like when you press the nozzle, like everything explodes out of the bottom.
Or it sprays back into your face, like you know, a tiny little hole.
Yeah,
at the
tiny
other
hole.
just as bad.
You just spray it, goes poof, right to your face. Wow.
Wow.
But they keep breaking into the garage, so I don't.
Because most people, when you spray paint, do you spray paint like eye level, like so you can kind of see where you're painting? Is that what people do?
Yeah, you kind of you
Like
do-
you
do
usually don't
this.
paint this way. Like you don't move your arm to the right and paint. You're usually like it's right in front
Yeah,
of
no,
you.
you paint in front of you.
So you're
Yeah.
gonna get a nice spray in your face if you could make
Yeah.
that somehow build a little.
build a nozzle so that like it look
Looks one way, but it shoots the other way. Oh, my
Oh, okay,
God.
fine.
Yeah.
And my number one is decon. So a subject we already talked about. My booth number is 822. It's right next to Monkey King and
Yeah.
BTSS. So I'm right in between them. It's a big like Luke section because they're two companies I work
Wow.
with.
But this is your first decon, right?
Oh no!
Oh.
Really? I didn't.
Well,
I didn't see you last year.
Last
I
year
was
was your
last year.
first one where you had a
And
booth.
no, it's my
Oh.
second one when I had a booth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I've been doing these things since year one
Yeah.
at
What?
Vinyl Toy Network.
I went to the 1 year one. I don't
No,
remember seeing you.
this is before it
was-
became
Decon.
Decon. It became it was Vinyl Toy Network, and I was at the
Oh,
very
It was just
Oh,
it was a
damn.
bunch. It was a bunch of dudes wearing Billabong shorts,
Oh,
like
okay.
with little like tables like this,
Yep.
and
Oh, okay.
all incels.
Yep.
IncelCon.
All in tears.
IncelCon. Yeah.
begging for justice.
It was
served.
a sausage party, I bet too.
No, it wasn't. I looked at the pictures again. I was
There were
like,
females?
There was girls there.
What
yeah.
were they doing?
I don't know, supporting their
Oh,
like
no,
nerdy dudes.
No. I'm kidding. Oh man,
Anyways, but Peter,
Peter.
Yeah,
Yeah, top 5, Peter.
Or top five.
Dude, I did not think of a top 5, but let's see.
Well, first
Okay.
off, Albert Reyes asks a question. He's like, "What neighborhood are you living where they break into your garage?"
Dude, right here.
Right in
They stole a
Sawtell
bunch
area.
of bikes
On
last night.
Sawtell.
It was last night.
Wow.
wow, that sucks. You know,
But it's like pointless to report it because the police don't care.
yeah, the
It's
police
too-
really don't care.
It's like not.
It's just
it's not-
happening too much. They're mostly homeless dudes that are doing it, I think.
How do they get into my garage? We have a gate. There's can't go into my garage.
I don't
Maybe
know.
it's like an inside job.
No, they're breaking
Probably, right?
there's people breaking into all the garages around here.
Like
really?
a master key.
No, I don't know. I think there's like they got some tricks. I don't know.
Do you have a garage? Does yours have an actual garage door opener?
Yeah.
And they're still able to.
there's a garage door opener and then there's a side garage.
Oh,
door.
so they're probably using a whatchamacallit, like a frequency changing kind of.
Oh, they could because that's how they broke into my car last time. They
Oh, well.
can they can open the.
Glad I don't
the
live
car
on the
door with-
west side.
Fuck.
Jeez.
Yeah. The rough and tumble of the west side.
I thought it was safe.
Yeah.
Like, because if someone broke. I'm not going to say anything anymore.
But anyways,
Wow.
okay. Wait, my top 5.
Your turn.
I guess I finished my show.
Congratulations.
So now I
Nice.
I'm
Yeah.
like super. I can relax.
Yeah, no, it's
Congrats.
Super
showing-
stressful
It's
for the whole year.
The build-up is always tough, right? I mean, because you're also
Yeah, yeah.
working too. Like, you have a job.
yeah,
role.
yeah. So that was it was tough, and I kind of decided to do it late
Well,
because you gotta keep asking.
no, it
me.
seemed like you had a
No, I had no idea.
yeah, but you didn't know what you were gonna do. But then you figured it out at some point where you said, "Okay, I got it," and then you went all out, and here you go.
It's not like I just was like, okay, this is something I can do in a year.
Yeah, but you
And I was
figured it
like,
out and
okay,
did it.
do
So
it.
it was kind of cool.
Um,
It's like you were unscrambling something, and then you hit something. I think
Yeah.
I think you hit a good place, man.
Yeah.
These paintings are different and look good,
Right.
and you can make them bigger now.
no, I'm ready to switch. So I'm ready to switch it up.
Looks
So
good.
Wow.
but okay, yeah. So
Very good.
so I'm
Your
relaxing
show?
now. Yeah. And then that was what's that, number 5? Oh, I'm going 5 to 1.
Sure, why not?
Doesn't matter. Yeah, it
Doesn't
could
matter.
mean doesn't mean.
Well, I just
yeah.
try to make.
I started
bring
doing that
couple.
too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, I just signed up for Disney Plus.
Oh, nice.
I didn't think I was gonna be signing up, but I did sign up because, like, I wasn't even interested in like a couple like last Star Wars movie, but then
Right.
this one for some reason it's like I wanted to watch
Mandalorian,
it.
man.
It was,
Mandalorian.
it was
Yeah.
good.
Did you watch the first 2 then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking baby Yodes.
Dude, when the Baby Yoda came out, I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah, but was
I'm
that kind
glad
of
I
cool,
got it.
right?
But it's not Yoda, right? That's what I
No,
heard.
it's
I
not
don't
Yoda.
know anything about the history.
Because Yoda was already. Yoda's already dead.
This is like
Yeah,
after
yeah.
At this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is just another, whatever, same species
Yeah,
or whatever.
but because we don't know the name of the species, we just call it Yodas.
Yeah.
Oh right, I watched the whole thing about Yoda today on YouTube. The species.
Oh,
The
you
history
know
of-
what?
and I was like,
I didn't
fuck.
click on that yet. I want to watch that one.
Oh,
Everything
wait.
you need to know about Yoda, or everything we know about Yoda.
No, it came.
Was the title?
Yeah. Or the first one was the history of the
Mandalorian. Yeah.
So there's this whole history. Which,
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And then the same guy did like the history of Yoda. And,
Right.
And the
Yeah.
Sith and.
Well, okay. So like, do you spend
I'm
a lot of
not-
time on YouTube, right? I spend
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
do.
time.
Yeah, I do.
I spend a lot of time on YouTube too. Like, what do you think of these like like the end of episode 2 explained?
I don't watch that.
And it's like,
I don't watch that.
do you really need
Wait,
to?
are they doing that?
Sometimes my wife watches.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
like that, like the end of freaking
Wait, what was-
it, explain.
Oh, you mean like on? Yeah, okay.
And
when
it's
it's more,
kinda-
but when it's more,
Sometimes they just explain the most like they have it for Ballers. The show Ballers, they explain
What? That's
Ballers.
dumb.
At
No,
the end,
fuck
I'm like, what did you just watch?
Right, like
it's exactly
the end of the end of episode 3, season 8 of fucking
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Game of
I think I watched that. I think it was on
usually
TV.
yeah.
Just because it was so.
It's like, do you really? Does this guy really have inside information?
No, they're just
that
explaining what you just saw.
Like,
Yeah.
are people really that dumb that
Yeah.
they need to have their hand held for a fucking television show that spells it all out for you?
I think it's just because you want more, so you're watching it.
I guess so.
In this episode, the zombies attack Rick. It's like, oh, great. Rick gets away.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. There you go.
Do you still watch
I
Walking
have
Dead?
not. I haven't not. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
is it good?
It's on though, but I haven't watched it.
I only watched after season
Yeah.
2 of Walking Dead. I only watched 10 minutes of one episode, and that was
Yeah,
the
I think-
episode when Glenn died.
Oh, I've been watching them all until this season. I haven't watched them yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm all the way up to this.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I just haven't started. This
Is it
season.
good?
Yes.
I know it's jumped the shark
Hmm.
or whatever you want to call it many times, but I still have. I'm just keeping up with it, but then I haven't watched the season. Yeah, no, I watched it all the way up to now, except for yeah. But did you like The Mandalorian episode 2? Because that one's an interesting episode.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, but it's weird because that's one of those episodes that is not really like a major long-term plot development one, right? It sort of just gives you more insight to the characters.
Yeah.
And it's like a really simple thing. It's like a gag episode.
Almost.
I mean, gag meaning like comedy type of thing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he kills that big beast with his tiny little knife. You know, it's like...
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
Like spoilers, sorry. But, and then it's like, well, my girlfriend, but, she mentioned it too. It's like Lone Wolf and Cub, you know?
It kind of felt like
Right?
It
It's like
felt
a
like a
big-
video game.
Yeah, but it's like samurai wandering the thing with a little baby
Yeah.
in the car, right? It's sort of like that,
Oh, Lone Wolf
Oh.
and
right?
Cub-ish.
Right? It's like that, right? And then he's kind of, and the cub also gets involved at a certain point, right? That happens in the movies, and same thing with this little baby Yoda thing.
Right.
Gets involved at the
Yeah,
right time,
yeah.
And it's like something about it. I was like watching it, thinking, oh man, totally Lone Wolf and Cub.
Wait,
And then,
is that a
It's a
comic book?
Comic
or?
book,
Oh,
yeah.
the Japanese
and
comic book.
movie.
Yeah.
They made movies that are
Oh, okay.
Japanese movies.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like that. But it was just like a gag because then he works so hard, almost dies to get this hairy egg,
Right.
and then.
Because he needed his ship.
But I
Yeah.
thought the Jawas was gonna raise this beast on their own and have this like extra slave animal, and no, they just fucking eat it. It's
Yeah.
like a joke. It's like all a joke. It's like he stole a like a fucking
Like how
snack.
we're willing
Yeah.
to steal like the equivalent in Earth money, millions of dollars of scraps that we stole from you in exchange for
Or
this snack.
it's like, yeah. 'Cause and they didn't even share it with everybody. It was just like they're just like slobbering it right outside of the ship.
Maybe it's like a drug to them.
That's what
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
catnip.
It's
You
like
know,
holy shit, we're
yeah.
so fucking high. Off
They
of
love
this
They only get
egg.
it once, like who knows how long.
And how many of those things
Yeah.
are there? These rhino dudes, So it's I don't know.
Aw.
I just thought it was a really funny episode,
like-
but
Oh, poor Rhino.
Yeah, I
creature.
know. But
I know.
but if he's
it's
gonna-
kind of
if-
weird that
if
got
he's-
like killed by a fucking like the equivalent of a switchblade.
that's why
Yeah.
that's it's like that's a gag, right? It's like a lot of funny shit
Or
going
he's
on.
like such a badass. He knows the spot, right?
That
don't
thing
know.
right went this
Right?
far. It's like
I was like, okay,
I think
wow,
a
he
human
must be a badass.
a human would live through that longer than that rhino. So yeah, but still, it's like
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Or maybe the drop when the Yoda thing let him go was enough to fuck him like.
No, that didn't do anything.
That didn't do
Come on,
shit.
that didn't do anything. He just.
Yeah, I didn't do shit, but it was I really liked that episode because it was sort of funny like that.
It was cute.
But it's like
yeah.
I could watch 50 different versions of that if you make them. Not that, but you know what I'm saying? Like
It's more
like,
compact, right?
Yeah, but it's like
the story
watching.
more
It's like a short film,
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of that
yeah.
you know.
It's like
you-
one location.
It's character
like a
development,
couple
though,
of
right?
characters. There's like three main
Yeah,
characters.
because this Mandalorian dude is not like Boba Fett, right? He's
no,
got like
no,
a
he's-
conscience
he's
a
got
little bit,
conscience, yeah.
and he's kind of like a complainer, like Luke was, sort of like complaining, like
Damn,
oh,
you
I
went
can't,
deep with
right?
this.
I
This
can't write
Mandalorian-
these things.
He's complaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like complaining little guy doesn't
well, he does. He hasn't gotten the signet yet.
Yeah,
You know.
Signa or sigil
Oh,
or sigil.
Sigil, the sigil.
Oh,
Sig-
something-
the
see, I just
sigil,
learned
yes.
about that today.
Right, right.
So now,
But that's what I'm saying.
Now
It's
I
like
know what you're
it's
talking
funny
about.
listening to this Mandalorian complain, like he's Luke at the beginning. I can't do it.
He's
I'm
just a
scared.
baby.
I'm
He's-
not scared. It's
He's
like,
a baby Mando.
that's what's rad about it. Like we're learning so much. It's cool. Anyways, I thought about it a lot, as you can tell.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
But then I also learned about the metal for the
Yeah.
armor.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. But today, after I learned.
You learn a
you
lot.
watched the video.
I learned the history.
Yeah, you learn a lot.
So
about
I
it.
assume he's gonna like start like collecting armors, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, they
It seems
show
like,
like
right?
they've shown like pictures of him where he has like the chest plate that is made up, which makes me assume that he sold the Yoda to the guy who was paying for him.
Mhm.
You know,
Could be.
like a cold-blooded bounty hunter.
We'll see.
You know,
We'll see. Maybe he gets
Yeah.
everything. We don't know. We don't know, but it's okay. That was his job.
because you know,
so.
getting a fucking chest piece made out of that metal. I mean, like he got that bar and only made a fucking.
I know. like that's
Yeah.
also like a gag, right? It's like so funny. It's like that's all little. You get a little like shoulder pad. You know?
But that little
It's just
thing made a
funny.
huge shoulder pad though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Well, it was hammered, you know.
yeah.
You know.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, all
Anyways.
that's it's like funny to me in a way. I feel like it's comedy.
Number 3,
Number
Peter.
three.
Good job, Peter.
Number
Yeah.
three is- Okay, we milked that one.
Sometimes our top fives go like an hour. Man.
Actually,
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know if I can make it to number 3. Maybe number 1 is my wife Taylor.
Yay.
We're getting
Yay.
a studio for her. A studio around downtown LA. Like a
Awesome.
little store
Oh.
For ceramics. So that's exciting.
Cool.
That's more exciting than.
There's
Make-
actually I think there's a ceramic place kind of near like that the old like American Apparel, like you know.
Yeah. No, it's. I don't know where this is.
There is one downtown.
It's not.
That person in one of the shows actually was teaching at this studio down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I forgot what it's called though, but there was a ceramic studio in downtown.
Oh no, this is like just a Sure studio.
Oh,
And
really?
She's
Okay.
gonna have her own space.
Wow.
She's gonna set
Awesome.
up the cone and.
Cool.
These headphones.
Never did that myself, but it's cool.
So, yeah, that's I'm
that's
excited.
cool.
'cause,
Go Taylor Lee.
Yeah.
I didn't know she did. I didn't know she was a sculptor.
She's gonna have
Yeah,
a show
yeah,
here.
She's has a
really?
lot of stuff
Yep.
coming up. So.
She'll have a show here. Yeah.
oh,
yeah.
when's the show?
Really?
Next year.
Still?
Yeah.
Next
she asked me even. Yeah. 2020.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that's exciting. I'm more excited about her work than.
Oh come on. Oh jeez.
Oh, jeez.
But it's cool. It's like it's nice to have a.
You know what? Like, I feel your work like says a lot about you. You know, like
It's things you're into.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Pretty much.
You know.
plants, Gundams. You know, fights,
Boxing,
fucking
reading
you know,
manga on a toilet.
toilet,
Yeah.
Oh,
lottery.
yeah.
You know, crab.
Drinking.
Yeah.
Eating.
Where's the drink? Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
once a while.
Drinking and
Yeah.
the, what is that like watching a porno? Like
Oh, that's K-pop.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought
karaoke.
that was a porno nurse about to get going there. I was
Oh wait, which band is that? I don't know. I don't know K-pop well
I'm
enough
kidding.
to like identify these people.
Lots of takeout
K-pop.
food. It looks like. Yeah,
Some-
MMA,
some
boxing.
takeout food.
Yeah,
yeah.
lots of
Oh,
your
yeah.
dog.
I appreciate like just how like personal the work feels. Like I feel like when you look at this, you're getting a into your personal world
Yeah. Does this count as like a self-portrait?
or autobiographical.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
But
that's
so
good.
because little do people know, Peter does boxing.
no, well, not anymore.
Oh, you stopped?
I mean, I got interested because we started watching MMA. And,
Just think, this guy can kick all of our asses right here.
No,
Dude, you know how to throw a punch correctly though. It would
No.
probably hurt really bad.
I
I'll throw a punch and you'll be like, "What the fuck? That's
Yeah,
nothing."
yeah.
Yours has got the right body motion.
Right.
I think I
You're doing some Freddie
no.
Roach shit, man.
I think I got it in after a few months. Yeah, but
There's a way to throw a punch.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
fucking hard.
yeah, but
I wouldn't want to
the
know.
thing is, it's same thing as any other sport. I feel like the body, the
Sure.
twist, right?
it's
Like tennis, right?
Yeah, there's.
Yeah,
Yeah, you.
it's a rotation.
Yeah.
See, I've never taken a boxing class before, so
Well, you gotta.
I think
Yeah.
you would be number 1, you'd be number 2,
I'd die.
and I
I'm
would
actually not
definitely
good.
be number
I'm
10.
not good. I'm just interested. I'm interested in the mechanics.
But between the
of how it
3 of
works.
us, the first
I'll
that
die.
will go down is me.
It's a
No,
god
no,
run.
I just run away. That's the best strategy.
Yeah.
You run away.
Yeah.
And then there's like 2 MMA ones, which are really weird. Like the style of those MMA. Pieces.
Yeah, there's like 3 different. I feel like there's
Yeah.
3 styles going on in this
Oh,
show.
Oh yeah. See, I just have to put them in just to fill space, kind of. But those are the those are the earlier ones. Earlier ones.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
While you're figuring out your way to
Yeah,
the
the
dominant
show.
style of the
Well,
show.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those, that one's early. The pool hole one, it's like at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because they're rounded more. And
Rounded.
Yeah.
There's these
More-
weird gradation kind of effects, you know.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and why crab? You have three
Oh,
pieces
yeah.
with crab in it.
Yeah.
Do you eat a lot of crab?
Yeah,
it's
I love
fall,
crab.
man.
I love crab.
It's crab season, yo.
Is it?
It is crab season. Redondo Beach. Yeah, the best crab.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the place on the pier?
Yeah, that place is good, but there's a Korean place there that's really
But
good.
that's the one on the pier, right?
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
Korean place. and
Yeah, with the
you-
crab sign.
Yeah, but then that place, because I walked by, that's on the pier, right?
Yeah. That's
So
on
it's
the
like
pier.
it's like one of those
With people fishing around.
It looks
yeah.
like, what do you call it? Those places, those boiling crab style, like all the food's right on the big table type of thing.
Right,
like
that's
the
the
Cajun
downstairs
style.
one. That's
Yeah.
the one where you go.
That's downstairs, yeah.
That's downstairs.
Because I walked by thinking, I'm in Redondo Beach. It's white people for the most part, and I'm walking
No,
by
it's-
and I look in the window and it's all fucking Asians just slurping on fucking
No, it's all-
crustaceans and shit. And on
Nice.
Redondo Beach pier, on the pier, yeah, it's like fucking Asians just slurping, like fucking
Nice.
lobster, crab, and shrimp, and fuck. I was like, what the fuck is this?
We
and then it's
love our
Peter Chan.
shellfish.
Who knew it was Peter Chan?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I love crab.
That's cool.
Who doesn't love crab?
But I can't. Yeah, it's like I have to cut down on the seafood. I think.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm getting old.
Yeah. I'm
Sure is
afraid
good,
of
though.
the gout. The gout could strike
Yeah.
any time.
I've never had
Yeah.
that, and I'm afraid.
My dad.
That's
had
alcohol, right?
It. It's rich
Oh.
foods too.
Yeah.
High
Oh, that's
mineral foods. So like shellfish is
Yeah.
can inspire gout.
The weirdest thing is gout. People say it hurts your toe,
Or her-
It's the ankle.
Ankle.
It's
ankle.
yeah, mostly in the
It's
ankle.
weird how it manifests there. Of all places in your body,
Yeah.
like it doesn't give you a hard on. It just fucking hurts your ankle or hurts your toe. Like people say their big toe hurts.
Oh, really?
From gout. Yeah, a toe. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Whoa.
Why a toe?
I don't know.
I mean, you're eating
the
crab
stuff-
and you hurt your toe?
I think it's a mineral buildup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
it
know.
settles at the bottom.
I guess
Yeah.
so. I mean, yeah, it's of all things it does, it's that. I
Yeah.
always think it's weird.
Yeah, I know my dad had ankle issues. When he
Wow.
would eat like shrimp or like shellfish.
I heard it's really painful, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
It's scary.
Yeah, but booze and this is like the gout potential show.
Damn.
know, that's
Because
true.
there's a chocolate cake, but I don't know if that give you gout. But there's alcohol and crab.
Yeah, there's cake. There's cake, cars, crab.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways.
that's random. It's
cool.
know, but
No, it's great, man.
I think my last show was pretty random too. The first painting show was pretty random too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I mean, like it's hard to come up with shows that revolve around a singular theme.
Yeah, it's hard for me to paint one thing over and over again. But I think the crab one might be the one where I can keep painting a crab.
So are you that into Gundam?
I really like on that.
I mean, you guys can talk for a long time. Maybe you shouldn't do it now, but Luke is a Gundam master.
no, I mean it's just like I don't collect them that much now, but it's more like when I was a kid, I had like tons, like especially the BB Gundams.
Oh,
Like the little
the
Gundams,
little
yeah.
super deformed ones.
So I
Yeah.
just kind of start painting because I was like, miss
trying to
the Gundam.
identify,
I miss the
like,
toys
make
when
that
I had-
connection between your youth and your. And
Well,
your-
actually, it's like I have the money to buy them, so I've been buying them. That's why
I
it's
know
like,
the
okay.
feeling.
Yeah.
Wait, how many do you have?
I don't have that much. But at one time, I was like, I bought a giant model that I built, and I bought like a giant head, just because I had like, okay, I never got a chance to buy them. Now I can buy
Yep.
them.
Oh yeah.
So I bought a bunch of toys around that time. Like I bought like Dino Riders, which only the rich kids have when I was young.
Oh.
Like, do you remember Dino Riders?
I vaguely remember.
Man,
that
I
Wait,
was-
one.
that's Gundam?
No,
no,
that's
no,
not
no, no.
Gundam.
I think it's like kind of it's
It's American
Takara
toy.
Oh
Yeah, it's American
oh,
toy.
okay. Oh.
But so I bought a bunch of Gundam, some Dino. I
Nice.
just want to start, but now I like stop buying because I realize I'm just wasting money. But
Oh.
at the time I was buying, I was like, all the stuff I couldn't have when I was a kid. I was like, getting it.
I find solace in it, so I'm still
still-
there.
Luke
Still
has
there.
a lot.
I have a
I
lot.
heard you have a lot.
I have a lot. I will not deny that. I have a lot.
500 pieces of Gundam.
Are they all
Maybe.
displayed?
No, there's still being there's. It's like a backlog of model kits that like
Garage full of
man.
model
Yes,
kits.
I just sit there and like when
Oh.
I have time off, I just sit back and I snap these kits together and like makes
Man,
me
do you have
happy.
the samurai ones?
I got a couple of them.
I was into the samurai.
Of
Gundams.
course,
Yeah.
it was this weird amalgam of like like super futuristic science fiction
Yeah.
and and pre or weird historical stuff.
Yeah.
And then they would do stuff like they'll tell freaking old Chinese what was it what was
The Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
yeah, the Three Kingdoms kind of stuff, and
Oh yeah, they did have the one with the big that weapon. What do you call it?
it's like a halberd, but it's not called a halberd. They have a specific name, but like they did Guang Yu. And
Yeah,
stuff like
Guang
that.
Yu. Yeah.
So
Oh man.
I still love those. I still love those too. I don't know. There's something about Gundam that just, it literally is my youth.
Yeah.
Kind of it's me staring at boxes when I was a kid.
I never bought the paint to paint them though, because those paint were expensive too, right?
Yes.
The Tamiya paints.
Yeah, but the thing is, but the thing is like the modern stuff, like you don't need to paint it.
No, the painted one looks so good though. I know it comes with color now, but it looks like just plastic.
Yeah, it is. But
Do you try to age it and make it look like battle
No,
worn?
I never
Okay.
went that far because
Yeah,
I don't have the patience for that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
The thing about the weathered kind of toy stuff is that if you ever were into 3A toys, the entire what's his name?
Ashley Wood.
Ashley Wood
Wood.
stuff. If you see a big collection of those things put together, it just looks like a fucking big collection of trash. so
Right.
Well, I know.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, and so that's when I was like, you know what? I don't like the weathered look. I just want my I want my robots to look like
But those
sports
are
cars.
super popular, right? There's
Oh yeah, they're popular, but it was okay. My friend Jerry, aka that fucker Jerry, he's a big Sofubi kind of toy guy, and he used to have a booth at Frankensons, and I would go and stop by his booth all the time. And in the back wall was the 3A stuff, and the right wall was this Sofubi stuff, and then he'd have weird Star Wars Lego stuff all over the place, and Star Wars Lego collection looked great because it's Legos. The Sofubi stuff is super colorful and fun and interesting designs, inspired by Japanese monsters and stuff. And it's fun and colorful, and you can pick out things, oh, that's cool. And then you look at that Ashley Wood 3A collection, and it just looks like a whole bunch of rusted garbage. And you're just why the fuck would I want that?
And that's
in my
just expensive too.
Oh, it's fucking super expensive. So you
because it looks like a lot of work went into making it.
Oh
right?
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
good
That's
to
why-
collect one or two pieces.
But if you have
Yeah,
half a dozen,
yeah.
it looks like a bunch
Yeah.
of rusty. You just get rusty tin cans and put it next to it.
yeah, exactly. And they would do that. They would pack T-shirts in fucking what looks like old cannon shells,
Oh.
and stuff like that. And it's just
Wow.
Well, his new one is cleaner. Those girl ones.
well,
So
Ashley, yeah. I
It's
mean, Ashley Wood isn't even really associated with 3A anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, he quit doing all that.
Wow.
Moving on to bigger and better things.
Was
Damn.
that his company?
No, he was just working with another, I think a Chinese company
Oh, okay,
or a
okay,
Hong Kong
okay.
based company.
Wow.
Okay.
And the Hong Kong based company also opened up 3.0, which was not Ashley Wood associated, and it was more licensed stuff. They
I
did a
see.
Mazinger thing, and they did a Gundam thing, and all this other stuff. But
Mazinga.
yeah,
I might have to paint that.
oh
Nice.
yeah, Mazinger would be great. You should do a Getter Robo, and fucking you should do a Grandizer.
Well, I don't know these names in English because I grew up. What's that one outside of GR store? The painted one. The one on the wall.
Oh, I don't. Oh, Lightan or something.
See that one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gold Lightan. Yeah,
Oh man, I remember those.
yeah. No,
That one was
Grandizer-
turned into a box, right?
Yeah, it turns
like
into
a lighter.
like a lighter.
Looks like
Yeah,
a lighter.
yeah, dude.
So weird, right? It's
Yeah.
Man, I remember those.
It's almost like those McDonald's toys that it was like the styrofoam containers that became little robots. You know, the Happy Meal toys.
You know what I think?
It's like that. It's like, why would you do that?
but you know, it's kind of like that. Did you ever see the movie Big with Tom Hanks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And like they had that
Oh,
like
the-
this scene, like it's a building that
Yeah.
transforms into a robot.
Yeah, and it's like I don't get it.
you know, and
Yeah,
I imagine that like, you know, the pulpy kind of, you know, team were like, you know, we got to come up with some toys, and they're
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Oh, they're all smokers, right?
smoker,
Yeah. In Japan,
Yeah,
smokers.
yeah.
Damn, but I don't know why. Well, it was cool when I was a kid.
It's still fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
cool.
fucking
It's just
lie to
weird.
yourself.
It's weird.
Gold Light Tan is
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's because it's at that time it was like heavy.
yeah,
It was like metal. It was like real metal, right?
well,
Yeah.
from what I understand, like the entire like Japanese metal toy thing was because, you know, it was in the 1970s, and there was the entire like oil like thing that was going on in the Middle East. You know, I think it was like, yeah, like, you know, the OPEC shit. Like,
we're talking like 76 or 75 or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Right. So like plastic comes from oil, you know, and so in order to like compensate, it was easier. It was cheaper to make toys out of metal than it was to make it out of plastic.
Oh, interesting.
I
Oh,
think
is that why?
I think so.
Man, I'm a little older than you, but not too much. Do you remember when this is older than you by far?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
when cars here, it would be like a line an hour long to get gas.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
I
don't
I
know. if
was
you
in
remember.
Fresno.
So I was here in LA. You would have to wait an hour to get gas, and gas was expensive. And then they made it where if you had an odds and even license plate numbers, you know, like on the
Oh,
last
right,
digits.
right.
So like Tuesday, odd numbers can go get gas. Wednesday, even numbers. Not everyone could get gas any day. And
What?
But lines were like an hour long to get gas. It was
Why?
weird. Shit was fucking expensive, limited, and all kinds of
Oh,
shit. Those
wow.
problems.
Yeah.
I don't really understand, but that's what happened.
yeah,
Yeah.
Wait, what year was this?
Like 70s, mid 70s or
yeah,
something.
like 70 something.
Because I remember
Wow.
my neighbor would ask my dad for his license plate so he can go get gas. Because you know they were trading plates so
Yeah.
you can get gas on certain days. So you just the last digit. If
But
it
is
was-
this like, did it last for like a year? Or
I
is this
forgot.
like-
It was a while, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah,
Man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Long time
I
ago.
remember. I
It
remember
was
like
crazy.
hearing about it, but like I don't think I was very.
Yeah, I was
aware
old
of
enough to
it.
know. So wait, what number are you in your top 5? I forgot. We're not even
Wait,
done.
we're done. Done.
Are you done?
Yeah.
No, you
okay,
gotta do
yeah.
another. You got one more, man.
What do you mean?
You got one more.
We
Fucking
way past the
dog,
top
man.
5, man. We already went like an hour past.
Well, wait. Let me read some comments because there's a few things.
All right.
Robin's Nest. He commented a lot and said, "Bring on the Yang, hype the Yang Gang."
Oh, Yang Gang.
Brandon Waters wants a birthday shout out. He's 29 tomorrow,
Happy
Oh, happy
birthday.
birthday.
Yeah, 29, man. Cheers
he-
to the prime numbers.
and he says
Yeah.
he wants to snag a few issues of GR. He's trying to get the whole collection of the magazine.
Oh,
Yeah.
Eric.
Wow. Yeah. So he doesn't quite have the whole collection. Let's see. Robin's Nest again says he has $5 to go to Decon.
Oh, not enough, buddy. Not enough.
Wait, how much is a ticket?
That ticket is $30 for one day.
Plus, there's a handling fee. of
Whoa, it
handling.
went up.
Oh, yeah.
it went up a lot.
But
Yeah.
you know what? You could probably just go to the convention and buy the ticket like from whatever, you know,
Probably $30 though.
for $30,
Yeah.
or, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, you know,
It's a
so
lot.
you could, because I don't think the show sells out like a San Diego Comic-Con yet, you know, but
Yeah.
you know, it's a fun show, you know, except there's no sexy cosplayers yet.
Not yet.
We're working on it.
Yeah, working on it. RJQ, our friend, asks if Tora-chan is based on a real cat. Yeah, it was my old cat that died.
Oh,
Oh.
It's not me.
sorry.
Let's see. Alvarez mentions he hopes if Yang doesn't win, I guess that means the winner, adopt some of his policies.
Oh yeah, I agreed. I mean, you know, I would love some universal basic income.
Oh, and Brandon Waters, birthday boy for tomorrow.
Yes.
Mr. Young man. Says neckbeard nests is a subreddit. Neckbeard nests.
Neckbeard nests. Oh, I also like mall ninjas. That's it. Neckbeard
Right.
nests.
Yeah.
All right, let's.
Yeah, and Alvarez says he remembers the long ass gas lines as a young person.
Oh,
So they did exist. I remember them
Wow.
too. Anyway, so
I see.
that's a lot of
it.
comments that just rolled out right there. Pretty good, you guys. I'm glad. I'm
Neckbeard
thankful
nests. What the fuck is this? If your room can be cleared in a day or two with just a box of trash bags, a cloth hamper, and some Lysol, it's not a nest. You're just messy. I encourage you to clean up by all means, but it doesn't belong here.
Whoa. Wow. So that's like hoarders type of stuff?
Messy, I think so. Like it's just about like super messy fucking rooms.
Yeah, so he said he makes himself feel better about his life by looking at that one. So
This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool.
Neckbeard nests.
Oh yeah. Like look at that. Like like that's.
Oh jeez, that's what is that?
Oh
Why is
gross.
there a subreddit of all?
Oh my gosh. This is.
They need that Japanese girl.
Yeah, they need a Marie Kondo.
The weird thing is Marie Kondo opened a web store, so
Yeah.
you could buy
Oh, yeah.
shit.
I saw that. I saw the meme.
Yeah.
Tell you to clean up your shit and then buy her shit.
I know. that's fucking lame.
I want to
That's
join.
what-
Yeah,
that's where it's
Marie
all-
Kondo.
that's where it's all
Like now
leading
you
in.
have
know
space
what?
for all my shit.
Yeah, no more joy, fucking Marie Kondo.
It was
You're
all
a fucking
it was
sellout.
it was a scam. That was all a scam to build her hype and then build product.
You know what though? Like the store took too long because the hype train already left.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
but we still remember her.
How old is she?
Yeah.
I don't know. She
Like-
probably looks like she's like 28,
Yeah.
29.
Yeah. So she thinks she's actually in her 20s?
no,
No.
she's probably like 30 something.
Oh.
Because she's Asian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You know,
it's
she's-
hard to tell, but
Asian, no raisin.
30 something.
Yeah.
No.
Asian no raisin. So Peter, tell us about your day job because that's kind of a
Day
big
job.
thing. Yeah.
I work at Sony Animation.
Wow.
Nice.
That's the day job.
That's
I
a day
just
job.
paint and design stuff for the movie sets and animation.
Like what? Like
Yeah.
what are some of your projects
I
that you know?
did like
Is like DreamWorks like Sony or something?
yeah, it's the same. I was at DreamWorks like for a couple of years. And
Okay.
then, so I jump around.
So you did like
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
I mean,
That's all. Yeah, Spider-Verse, the stuff like How to Train Your
I was just
Dragon.
trying to think of like some of the fucking shittiest
Smurfs.
Like, you know.
Oh, you worked on Smurfs.
Work on the
You worked
Smurfs.
on Smurfs. I know you
but
worked
not
on Smurfs.
not the live action one.
Oh.
This is anime. This is way better.
Oh, okay. Because I remember the live action one, and
It was-
they did not look like Smurfs.
No,
Wow.
they have like
I love the Smurfs.
they have like
growing up.
pimples on their face.
Did you grow up watching the
Yeah, I
Smurfs?
did.
I did.
love the Smurfs.
I have to wake up at 5 a.m. to watch the Smurfs.
We need to get the license to Smurfs and fucking like take Smurfs to that supreme level.
No, the family is really protective of the brand.
Is it French or Belgian
No,
or
Belgium.
something?
Belgium. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh, those assholes. And they fucking let them create that fucking live action movie.
No, that
Wow.
was the worst thing.
That thing was fucking garbage. I didn't even need to fucking watch the movie. I just watched the trailer and I was just like, what the fuck is this? Smurfs in New
Yeah.
York City?
I shouldn't even be talking bad about the company. But when they were making this live action one, there was some pretty weird looking Smurfs.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
they went all in and then they like texture like the skin, like a real
Wow.
skin, like with pores, and it's like it doesn't look like Smurfs.
No.
You know, it
no,
looks like
no.
a weird creature.
That's weird.
Wait, so you're doing a lot of digital painting then?
Yeah, it's all digital.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't do any 3D though.
No.
I'm not really good with technology. Even Photoshop, I'm like really basic. Like
Wait, so isn't the emoji like
yeah,
movie?
that's from Sony too. You don't like that? You don't like that?
Should I have given it more of a chance? I'm
Man.
sorry. You know.
Actually, I didn't really watch it either.
And then there's that
I saw-
Transylvania one, or the, like
I did work on the first one.
Oh.
You don't like that either?
I think it's not like really designed to.
That one's doing good though. It's making money for the studios.
Really.
Wow. What
It's
about
because
Yeah.
the daughter, like
Yeah.
you know, it's like she's like the new Betty of the Flintstones. You know, like no one, like I was.
No, the design was really cute.
You know, I'm like, you know, because she's like wearing the capri pants and the like, you know, the slip-on shoes, you know, and she's got the little bob haircut and like all the little like future emo kids are like, yeah.
I'm trying not to say anything because I don't want to get fired or anything. I love Sony. I love working at Sony.
What about the next Spider-Verse?
That's 2021. I
Oh,
think.
but you're
Yeah.
working. Are you going to work on that? Do you think?
Yeah, next year. Next year.
Is it going to be called Spider-Verse? Same thing, like Spider-Verse 2 or something? or do they
no,
have-
I don't know. I don't
they
know what
have-
they're calling it. Yeah,
How
So-
do they going to make that different?
they're gonna try.
Whoa.
You know,
They're
there
gonna
was a
try.
big like, you know, analyzation of the teaser trailer that they did of
Oh, the first
the
one.
announcement for the second.
Oh.
Yeah. and where
What?
they
That was
show,
just a sign that says 2021.
but like it keeps flickering, like you know, and like you know, revealing different color combinations and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
people were associating it like, oh, this must be like these different Spider-Verse characters and stuff like that, or versions of Spider-Man. Like, you know, here's
Ooh, wow, this-
here's a white, pink, and black one. That must mean Gwen, you know. And here's a
Man, should I be saying this? I don't know much about the project, but I mean,
The
yeah,
Japanese one?
Spider Verse. Of
What-
course, it's
what-
gonna be different.
Yeah.
Spider Verse.
What about the
right,
Japanese
but
one?
they wanted to know which Spider-Man they were bringing into this.
yeah, I can't say
and
anything
yeah,
about
they brought in.
But you know.
I know some.
Oh, tell us.
No, I can't.
Oh, okay.
Well, I know they're doing the Super
right about the
Sentai,
verse.
like you know, the live action Spider-Man, like
From
with
Japan.
from Japan with Leopoldin and all that stuff.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
What do you mean that'd be cool? You already know.
I'm not even on a project yet, but that would be
Oh.
cool if they have the.
But you already
Japanese-
know. Okay.
Dude,
No,
yeah.
I don't.
Everyone needs a freaking like you know 40-meter super robot to come in and fucking save the day.
Oh man.
He also like you know he had, like the Japanese Spider-Man also had like a weird tagline about something about the devil and stuff like that. It's so good.
Well, the first one they had the car from the Japanese,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
But you know, it was just parked there.
You know, well, you know what's funny is that like I didn't notice this at first, you know, but like our at least Eric and I's mutual friend Rolf, you know Rolf,
Yes.
so fucking Rolf.
Yep.
You know, he happened like we were at Frankenstein's and I saw the toy there, and he noticed it and he's like, oh, of course the Spider-Man has like you know slanty eyes, and he does. The Japanese
Wait.
Spider-Man has smaller
No, it
eyes
doesn't,
than
does it?
yes, it does.
Oh, man.
Versus versus the Western Spider-Man, and I was just like, holy shit.
It does.
I you know I
Oh,
could
that's
I,
awesome.
Oh,
I,
man.
I could even pull it up. You know, it's like it's such a funny like you know like detail. I'm like, oh, okay, Japanese
But
Spider-Man.
and what year was that? That was from like 80 or something, maybe?
No, this is before that.
Japanese
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
It is.
Like 80 or something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is a little.
That's not that. That's
just
much,
a little
all
bit. It's a little bit.
It's like 1/3.
It's like yeah. It's not a dime slot, right?
No, I mean
That's not a dime slot.
No, it's not a dime slot. But like compared to like you
This
know
is-
the
yeah.
Todd McFarlane Spider-Man,
It's equal to the
Yeah.
the American one squinting maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little bit more fine.
Is it showing up on the?
We're so far behind that I'm sure it is, but yeah. Yeah, people can see it.
Oh, it turned off. It turned off.
No, but it was on there for a second.
Okay. Yeah.
People could see it.
Look it up. Look
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah.
And compare it to the Todd McFarlane fucking Spider-Man with the fucking like crazy eyes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So wait, how long have you been at Sony?
Um,
Sony DreamWorks, whatever.
Let's see,
Whatever.
like on and off, like 10 years.
And then
Yeah.
before that, you were in video games.
Like first out of school, I was video games.
Where'd you go to school?
Westwood. Art Center.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah,
understand.
I was a pretty standard
Mm.
Asian in LA in the design industry.
Wow.
Yeah, I know you're in games of some
Yeah,
sort.
yeah. That
I
was
keep
like-
running into people that are always talk about you from like games, and then
But I wasn't in games for that long, like a year.
yeah,
year and a
but then
half, yeah.
somehow people care enough to remember you, and they'll mention it when they come in here.
No.
Oh, I worked with them in gaming. Or
No.
something.
I think they got me confused because there's actual like
Another Peter Chan.
I guess he's like a legend.
Whoa.
Yeah, they get me confused with that Peter Chan.
Oh, whoa.
He made some like cool ass game back in like I don't know 2000 or something.
Wow. What game's that? Pokemon?
Oh,
Just kidding. I don't-
no, I can't remember, like Psycho something.
Wow.
I can't remember. But I get email
Wow.
or I
Oh.
get message like, oh, I love your game.
Well, your
And
name
I'm
is
like,
really common. I mean, there's
Yeah,
a what is it? A Hong Kong movie director, Peter Chan, or is he,
Oh yeah.
right? Kind
Yeah.
of a pretty well-known director.
Peter Chan.
Yeah, he's got
is-
long hair too.
Yeah, he does.
And glasses,
He's
so
he's
I'm-
he's,
I'm-
he's a bit older. There's another artist who I wrote thinking it was you, and I wrote to him saying, "What's up, Peter, dude? Good stuff right here." And it looked totally different.
man.
I'm like, "Oh, you have a new direction, man." And then the guy, it wasn't even. It was a different Peter Chan. It was on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oops. I was like, "Oops."
Was he excited
Yeah.
that
He's pretty-
the Eric
This
Nakamura
guy
was talking
he's-
to him?
That other Peter Chan's pretty like he's more of a renderer, a really detailed.
Oh, I think I know. Yeah,
that guy's
I know,
pretty
I know,
good.
Yeah.
He's good at what he does. He's
Yeah.
really good. Is he from Southern Cal.
No,
No.
I'm not sure. Where
He's
it's
really
from.
good.
There
There's-
should be a
yeah.
Peter Chan club.
But this is Pixel P Chan.
But there's two other Peter Chan that works in my industry.
Oh wow.
Oh.
And I always get, and then one of them had a book, and I always get emailed to sign the book.
Oh my god. Well, it's like an art book. Or something? Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like,
Well, so like
Oh,
you
I'm
know, like
sorry.
so like there, if there was like a Peter Chan at SonyAnimation.com, email address, people would mix it up between you and other people.
Yeah, I guess-
the other Peter Chans.
no, I think I'm the only one in Sony.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But- oh, that's
Is that what
why-
you're saying?
Yeah. This guy used
I
it.
guess.
So in the credits, as Spider-Verse rolled on, I was looking for Peter Chan in the credits, and I kind of missed it because you used your Chinese name.
Oh yeah.
So you could not
Yeah,
be
neutral,
Peter
yeah.
Chan, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
secret
Yeah.
ninja
I guess.
fucking shit.
Because
right
I go
there.
the first, it rolled through and I didn't see it, and I remember seeing another, and I was like, that's not him. And then I never saw your name until I realized, oh, it was the other one, the
Yeah.
Chinese
Well,
name.
so like
Yeah.
your like name would actually appear in the credits in a major slot as opposed to like a big block of names.
Oh, it's a big block in
Yeah,
there.
it's a
right?
big,
Okay.
no, it's a huge block.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you actually looked for it. I don't even try to like read the names, but
Yeah.
no, it's weird. I got one like a month ago from Netflix. It was like, oh, hey, we talked to you. Are you ready to go on a project? I'm like, wait, I think you got the wrong Peter Chan.
Wow.
But then when the time comes, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm ready.
I'm
ready to
ready.
go.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
do this.
Yeah, remember that salary we talked about? I'm re-
Remind
I'm
me what
gonna-
that salary was again.
when the time is right, I'm gonna cash in on the resume.
It's like this Peter Chan directs movies, makes video games, animation,
Yep.
everything.
He's a book
Painter.
painter,
Yeah.
you know, everything.
Yeah.
renderer. Yeah, you name it. This is
Yeah, it's all me.
pretty good.
Wait, so do you
Consolidated.
do you enjoy like working in the
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
industry? Is it
yeah.
challenging and fun and like great people to work with and stuff?
Yeah,
Stuff?
all that. It's like pretty lucky to be. The people are nice. My hours are great. My commutes are great, and the projects are good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do they have like a
it's,
fantastic cafeteria with?
No,
like-
it doesn't.
Oh,
Actually, yeah.
because like
Sony,
Netflix does.
Yeah, Netflix is
Yeah,
a great
well,
one.
Actually,
on.
wait. I went to the Sony it's on the campus though. You're at a different studio, right?
Yeah. There's a couple different studios.
Yeah.
But my it's got a little cafeteria.
Yeah, because he's at a
It's not
separate.
bad.
You're in a separate area
Yeah.
than the Sony lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not on the lot.
Oh yeah. The lot has a bigger
Yeah,
cafeteria.
I've been there once.
We have a little cafeteria, but it's $5 lunch. So
Oh,
Is it
if you
good?
want to save money, it's like $5.
Is it good?
That's not bad.
It's sometimes it's good.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like, I mean, yeah, it's like some hit and miss for me.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm.
if you want $5, yeah.
Awesome.
They actually been buying my lunch on this project a lot,
Wow.
so it's like awesome.
Mm.
They never buy lunch from me, but on this project they're like
Oh,
buying people lunch. so-
Moving on up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's awesome. I just paint stuff,
Mm-hmm.
design stuff. all
Is
day.
are you able to insert any of your own like style like into the work, or is it kind of just like a straight illustration job?
Yeah, it's pretty much a straight illustration. Like you're pretty much trained to draw like other people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes they hire you on. It's different. Like sometimes they do hire you on and let you draw on your own style and just to like explore.
Right.
But when the production of the movie comes, it's like there's a style guide that you
Yeah,
need
you
to
have to
follow.
follow.
So yeah, we're trained to
But
sort of.
Spider-Verse, did you use your own style there?
That
kind
one
of?
was more interesting because the art director that hired me liked the way I paint because it was kind of close to, not exactly, but it was along the same line as how he wanted like Spider-Man to be painted, like the environment, like kind of blocky
Yeah.
and colorful.
That's you invented that.
So no, I didn't invent that. But so, like he was like really picky on who to hire. And then I had a friend that was on and he showed my painting. Was like, okay, yeah.
Because some
it-
of your work was was on the screen, man. Right?
No, I mean everybody. I mean we all have to learn, like refine it to.
But
paint,
it looked like your shit. Like the art that would be sitting on the wall here. Some of that was like on the screen is what I noticed when you know. That's what I
Yeah.
thought anyway. My opinion. I was like, that looks like your paintings. And then they're
Yeah, I guess it
actually
could be.
they're
I
in
mean-
certain scenes where they flip out in Spider-Verse. I was like, oh, that's your work, man.
Well,
That's what
yeah,
I thought anyway.
I saw like a weird, like, I think they were talking to the directors of Spider-Verse, and they were talking about, like, like with 3D technology, you're rendering, like, a ton of different stuff, like entire, like, you'd render, like, people walking around in the background, cars moving around in the background, and they would use this kind of maybe like the same model they're using that's in the car in the foreground, but like with this, in order to create the effect of like things in the distance, they were not using.
Oh yeah.
they
I
were
mean, like
just-
repeating they have to build
they were actually
something
just
that looks flatter for
they-
the distance.
Yeah, exactly, and
Yeah,
kind of using background effects and stuff like that are
And art.
Yeah,
Basically.
and, it's
Lucky.
based on our painting. So they actually have to
That's what I'm talking about. Just
break,
like that.
Yeah. So if we paint like a highlight that looks like a square, they'll actually build the square. So that was interesting.
right.
Yeah.
As opposed to like trying to build tiny little cars that like are moving
Yeah.
around.
Or,
the background.
or like use like stock models and just like render it.
Right.
Like they actually have to build like our brush strokes.
Oh.
Yeah, because like some of the characters are painted with like different Photoshop brushstrokes, and they have to like model the brushstrokes, and then I don't know. Don't ask me how they make them. The magic happens upstairs. I just we just do the art, and then they kind of amazingly just like
Make it work.
makes it. Yeah, yeah. That's pretty crazy. They have a really good team there.
Cool.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I was, found interesting, especially about this current show that's up right now at Giant Robot 2 and Sawtell, was the fact that, I think you like technically just tried something completely different by doing like a lot of masking and stuff like that for this show. Is that?
Yeah. Let me try to think. I think I decided to do the show after I painted the potted plant. The first,
Wow. Yeah.
and then, because I did some masking, and I was like, okay, I think it'll speed up the process. I think speed, like being able to complete the show, was like in my mind, because when I did the first squash painting, it was more like just feeling, I gather some reference and kind of like paint it, but then it would have taken too long because I couldn't like gauge how long it would take.
Right.
For painting, but this one I can like, I can.
So this is faster? It looks.
You know what?
It looks more difficult to me
It end up being
because you use masking all
about
this.
the same time.
How many? How many rolls of tape did you use?
Yeah, I went through a lot of tape. It's those clear mask, not masking tape.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
okay.
So you were
Yeah.
cutting the.
Yeah. It's called like frisket mask. So I can still see what I'm doing underneath. Yeah, but it ended up being harder than I thought, because I thought I wanted the color to be really specific, like next to each other. But then the masking tape actually has a tint to it, so it makes the surrounding color like darker.
Oh.
So I can't really know until I take the tape off.
It's
So
like you-
sometimes it's like one click too light or one click too dark, and then I have to redo it.
Oh.
So it was, but it was like later of the year I got better at kind of like guessing. Yeah, but sometimes when I want it to be really precise, it's really annoying.
Because like there's this I think the one painting that like I really kind of like made it noticeable to me was the crushed cans in the yellow background, and because you have these like really like darker yellow kind of like streaks going through it, and like I remember looking at it and I'm like, that looks like tape.
Yeah. Some of it does. It looks like tape. Like you could
Yeah.
peel it off.
Man, I was trying to recreate that effect, but it's hard.
Yeah, because like you went really heavy with the paint and then like pulled the mask off.
Yeah,
and
but also you have to peel it off when it's like not fully
fully
like more-
set.
Yeah. So the edge feels like it's lifted.
Sharp and
yeah.
Wow.
So I find all these like interesting things, and I
Wow.
try to recreate it, but sometimes it doesn't work out.
Because some of it looked like tape, and I kept
That's
thinking, I
interesting.
think that's tape on there. Like I thought that so many times.
yeah, like I could just sit
But,
there like with my fingernail and go.
Yep. So none of this has tape on it, right?
No.
Okay,
no.
but a
You
few
mean
of
like
them-
taped on?
Yeah, like you left
Oh,
the
no,
tape
no,
on
no.
there or something. No, or
No, maybe I
Brisket?
should do that though.
It just looks like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I figured not, but it looked like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
cool.
Andrew Brando does
Yeah.
something kind of similar, like in like technically similar, but very like visually different.
Mm.
Like he uses a lot of masking and tape and stuff like that, but
Okay.
like his
Right.
stuff is really like geometric.
And
stuff.
you're cutting the shit out of this. And are you going fast or the cut slow? Because you're cutting.
Normal speed.
Well, like you're not just
Oh,
kind of flying
You
through.
know
it.
what? Like in the beginning, I was really like trying to be perfect,
Uh-huh.
and then later it just kind of
It's like
loosen
fuck
up.
it.
yeah. It was more like, like in the beginning, I was cutting on the table, the shape, and then putting on the thing.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
But later, I was just cutting. I just taped the thing on the panel, and I cut it straight on the panel
Ah.
because I was like, screw it. But it didn't do anything. It's like it's actually better. Like the way the edge. I don't know. I figured.
How did you
it's,
figure this out? Like this technique?
I don't know. I
mean,
had to do it.
But I mean, what made you use Frisket, I guess, and put that on there? Like,
Oh,
was that an animation trick or something? Or
No, I've been wanting to try masking just because I can get clean edges. I think that's about it.
wow.
So I kind of went. But like I don't know, Luke, or you're a painter. It doesn't feel like I was painting. So that was the only thing. Like I
But-
think after this show, I was like, I miss kind of just painting
Hmm.
because this one just like I cut the shape and I fill in the color.
Right. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Somehow it doesn't.
But
feel
you were
like painting.
still, I mean, but like, I guess it depends on like, like what you're doing. I mean, like, cause I guess you could kind of say to a certain degree that you're painting with an X-Acto blade. Like, I mean, like you're not mixing paint. You're not like blending, and you're not like,
You're blending, right? Oh,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
not
yeah.
blending on the.
you're not.
Yeah, I'm blending on the mixing board.
Yeah, you're
You're,
mixing. but
you're
yeah.
mixing, but
Applying.
you're not like blending colors together. You're
Yeah.
because you're using the masks to delineate. Like this is
Basically,
for
you're
this
making
guy.
a painting, but it doesn't feel like you're painting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
you're right. I'm making a something. But
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, because I didn't
Yeah.
know you used a mask at all in the beginning. I was like, I guess you just painted all this. That's what I
Yeah.
thought. So I didn't
That'll be
know.
hard.
And then I realized, looking closely, I'm like, oh shit, there's masks. Then I realized everything's masked. I think I didn't realize
Well, at
that.
least
Yeah,
you
except the
got to
old
do it.
one, except the old gouache ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, those are that one is not masked.
yeah. It's cool. Very cool. Very different.
Yeah.
Another thing we talked about was pop art.
Pop art.
Because like
Man.
because
Yeah.
we were talking about the Gundams,
Oh, yeah.
and like and you enjoyed painting, but the one thing you were like really conscious of was avoiding the appearance of being like pop art, and so
Yeah.
it kind of like got me like at first when I heard that I was like doesn't my work constitute pop art?
No. No, wait. Let me think about what I meant. I guess I wasn't trying to avoid.
You can talk shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk shit.
Well, I like I don't
I don't know.
I don't follow. I don't really like draw like those a certain. Let's see how I put it. Yeah, I guess.
Well,
don't
I mean,
wanna-
like, I after like thinking about it, because like I
Yeah.
don't, I mean, like I can,
Well,
there's-
I'm thinking Papa is like the stuff I see online, like people just taking like Donald Duck and then they draw like like they literally just draw Donald Duck and then put some weird splash.
Oh, like cause?
or like
No.
like Matt Gondek does a lot of like, and it got me thinking.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm new to all this.
Right,
Really. Like,
right.
cause. All right. Yeah. I have to know where I'm coming from. Because I'm new to all this. I've been working.
No.
in
Look,
the
look,
studio.
look. Okay. I'll say it. Like, there's a lot of fucking hacky shit out there. A lot of shit where it's just kind of like people are taking IPs like fucking Disney or Star Wars, which is also Disney, or fucking like Marvel, which is also Disney, and fucking like does and like doing like, hey, here's my like artsy
yeah.
version of
SpongeBob.
Disney or The Simpsons
sorry.
or fucking Rick and
Right.
Morty
Yeah,
or
yeah.
fucking whatever,
Well, the popular ones are like
Right.
Simpsons and Mickey Mouse.
yeah, and just kind of like like
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
and basically, I don't know, like it's just I
But But what's the history of that? Because it seems like, I was just working and I didn't know anything about the art industry.
Right.
And then I signed up to Instagram. Right? And about 4 years ago, I signed up to Instagram, and then all of a sudden, I'm seeing all this. So I have, I don't know, I have a huge chunk of art movement and history that I just skipped, after college. Right?
I don't know whether or not
10
any
years.
of it will ever hit the annals of art history, with the exception of Cause, because Cause is the $14 million man.
Actually,
Yeah.
did you know he just bought a building for $17 million right in his neighborhood?
Good for him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Expand-
when he got that money,
Expand that studio, $17 million, enough for that makes news. Why does that make news?
Is it news?
I saw it on my feed many
Coswatch.
times. Yes, Coswatch. Here it is, $17 million building in Brooklyn, right in Williamsburg.
But the thing is that
Wow.
I mean, I think Cause popularized it. He kind of turned it. He kind of gave it this kind of art validity, because $14 million man. But the
Yep.
thing is that
$14 million. Well, I think it's $77 million this year in auction sales that's by his work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, one piece or
No.
No, altogether.
Altogether this year, $77 million or something like that.
But the $14 million piece was kind of
One
took
penny.
Oh,
him.
the Simpson one.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Simpson
yeah.
fucking Sergeant Pepper thing.
Yeah.
And it says I think that his kind of combining these divergent pop culture references, turned it and popularized it. And then you have a whole bunch of people who they just see, oh, it's the fucking Simpsons, and go, I could do the Simpsons, decided to do it. Now there's some artists who do it better than others, and
some do it really funky and stupid, and that's sometimes the best.
right.
There's the Black Bart guy. I don't know. I forgot who that is.
Mm-hmm.
It's all Black Bart Simpson.
Right.
Which
Well,
is weird.
my friend Agent Wednesday, she does a weird Chinese Bart or Asian Bart thing,
Wow. I had no
Oh,
idea. Awesome.
and it's really hilarious. And I mentioned Matt Gondek, and he does these disintegrating Disney characters and stuff like that, and he's stupidly popular on social media, and I'm sure he sells his stuff for a stupid amount of money too,
Yeah.
and so it's I respect his hustle, good job,
I noticed there's different levels of these pop art.
Mhm.
Some are super contemporary and
Yeah.
like high art, but some are not.
Right.
I mean, there's how they categorize, so it's pretty interesting.
right.
But I don't know how
Or Jason Freeney, Jason Freeney is kind of known for
Yeah.
doing something, he does these dissected things. He even
the dissecting ones.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, he even caught fucking Cause's attention once.
Oh wait, that was a few years back, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no, you guys were talking about. That's
Yeah.
how
Yeah. I never saw the post, but
Oh, wait.
apparently
Oh,
Cause,
I saw it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Cause jumped on his shit and
Yeah.
fucking
Probably just in a really weak moment or angry moment, he just went off for one sentence,
yeah,
and just said something I forgot what, but yeah.
But my okay, I should fucking clarify something about my feelings for Cause. It's not that I dislike his work. It's just that I'm jealous. I am stupid jealous.
Yeah, I can because I feel that I can feel that way too. Because
so-
it's he can do these things and make millions.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
make millions.
Draw-
I want
drawing these
people,
characters.
I want people all around the world jerking off to my artwork.
Oh man, that's a culture.
Yeah, man. I just want them to I want fucking mad Chinese people breaking into Uniqlo and spying at my shit. But so I fucking vent with just fucking outrage and shit talking.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Albert Reyes says pop crap. And then Nicole Harris says, please don't, Luke. Anyway. Yeah.
But but I don't know. But then I kind of feel doesn't my work fucking fall into that pop category? What do you think, Eric?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing it just like
Yeah,
Cause.
But you're not. Yeah, but you're not. It's your own. At least you're trying. You have your own like character,
Right.
Like
Yeah.
a bunch of different characters, not
Right.
just like literally just
Yeah, exactly. Like,
copying.
except for changing one eye or something.
yeah,
Yeah. Adding an extra finger. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, it's different.
or taking away the eyes or something.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure. So is that, but like, is that, but
Or-
you're, when you're saying pop, you're referencing all these people who are just basically, taking literal pop icons and incorporating it into what they consider their style, though it's really
Yeah.
not like a,
Wait, I don't know if I was thinking. I think when I was just like literally, I just drew it based on like what I remember drawing like a bad Gundam. I think that was.
yeah, you
Yeah.
told me a story about
Yeah.
bad Gundams.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it was pretty much just like I drew a bad Gundam when I was like 6 or 7, and then the whole class made fun of me.
Oh, really serious?
Yeah, I was like,
Children are
I
cruel,
drew
man.
a bad Gundam and I put it on my school bag, just to like show, I drew a Gundam, and then they made fun of me. So most of the Gundam painting are based on my bad Gundam drawing. So I just wanted to do
That's
like,
just a scar that just hasn't healed yet.
but then I realized I love the bad Gundam drawing. So
do you still have that bad Gundam drawing?
no,
Really?
no, but I try to sketch out bad proportion, bad
Mm.
form. So those, it's like kind of what they came out of.
Eric,
That's kind of cool.
on
But,
Saturday night, you had you mentioned something that you thought it would be fun to talk about.
Oh, what was that?
Student becomes teacher stuff.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh man. Why you gotta call me out?
Yeah, I didn't. He did.
Sorry, Peter.
No,
I just thought it was
what-
interesting because it was.
what was it? You did it too. Like when I first started painting, like I was looking at Andrew Ham,
Right.
right? Because that when I signed up to Instagram for the first time, like 4 years ago, I was like, oh, is this a painting? Like I saw his like outdoor painting, so I was like kind of like, learning, emulating him a little bit, like trying to get it started. But as soon as it's not like I got close to painting like Andrew Ham, I realized I didn't want to like paint like I still want to paint like myself.
Right.
So I didn't try to like, copy, but he did, so I understand like, people learning,
Right.
learn
Right.
to, like we all did, right? Like we
Yeah,
all
of
when we
course.
went to school, we all paint like,
So I mean, there's
Yeah.
there's a shitload who paint like Audrey, James Jean,
oh yeah, the
yourself,
Audrey.
yourself.
I
Yeah,
see.
Mark
Yeah.
Ryden, fucking
Sure,
yeah,
as
yeah.
many as there
Yeah,
can
yeah,
be.
yeah.
I'm surprised that like I don't see a lot who like Nathan Ota's students don't paint like him. Maybe it's too difficult.
Yeah.
Because he's been teaching for like a decade maybe or something.
Right.
And he's gone through so many students, and his classes evidently he teaches them. It's basically how to paint like me, like Nathan Ota is what he does. So he makes them learn exactly what he does, and
Oh.
if you don't, he gets mad and he'll fail you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
that's
No, that's
interesting.
the whole.
Wait,
thing.
is that not the Santa Monica City College one?
I think that one for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I heard he gets really upset. But yeah, he said
That's
that's
interesting.
what,
he's a kind. I could see him being kind of a grumpy
well,
guy.
or impatient. But he said basically they need to learn how to paint like what he does because he's doing it the right way. Quote, like if it's perspective or something.
Well, perspective he teaches at Otis.
I think you might do it at both too.
Yeah, but perspective
yeah.
is like just a technical,
Yeah.
like fundamental.
But he's making them do. Evidently, they're
Uh-uh.
supposed to paint just like what he does, type shit. Just so they learn. But then they kind of go their own way, and he gets really upset. It's like he's like, "Wait, I didn't teach this. Like, what the fuck is this?" Because they want to one up. Like, look, senpai, look, notice
like,
me,
Sensei, look at me.
Yeah, and then he says that, "Fuck, I didn't teach you that shit." And then he'll give him a bad grade. Seriously, I heard he gets very upset. So every time Nathan Ota's students will come here, they'll say, "Oh yeah, I was in a Nathan Ota class," and I'm like, "Did you listen and did you follow what he said, or were you the type that went off script and just did your own thing?" And most of them are like, "No, I listened," because they know that he gets really pissed off. 'Cause
I
asked
know.
him-
I sat
so-
in one of his a handful of his classes.
Uh-huh.
So the student all come up with the class with the Nathan Oda painting.
I don't know about that.
No,
but,
no,
but,
But
no.
not like paint my bird and a.
Yeah, they can't
No.
quite do that.
Oh,
but I
oh,
heard,
I
but I
see.
heard it's just like he's really strict on what he's teaching, and you
Oh,
have to do
yeah.
it.
Yep.
And if you decide, well, I'm going to make my own perspective, 4D, 5D, whatever, he'll get pissed off.
Damn, I think that will be me.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, this stuff is
Oh,
funky, man.
I think that I never listened to my teachers.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Well,
But, you know, he wants you to get a base before you go crazy.
right.
Yeah.
No, like I think I said in like on three of his classes, the first three of the term. It's just because like at the time I lived in Mid City, which was not too far from Santa Monica City College, and then like I had to bail out because I had a show to work on, and I can definitely say that the things that I learned in those three classes completely affected the way I fucking paint. But they were
Wow.
just more like mechanical kind of things rather than like, because like I never like
I think that's what he's teaching, though, right?
Yeah.
Is the mechanics.
You
Before
know.
you go crazy, like, here's the mechanics.
Well, like even like something as simple as like here, here's a painting tray, here's a sponge thing, here's the tray liner,
Yeah.
just it keeps your paint wet, for like
Way
extended
longer.
way longer.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know any of that shit, but now I can't paint without that.
Nice, nice.
Those things.
Because it dries
Yeah.
quick, right? Like acrylic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just me
Yeah.
painting these little cat dudes.
Uh-huh.
I'm painting them using acrylic, and I'm like, oh, it's starting to dry. So I always like kept wetting, adding water. But I'm like, I know what a tray liner is. I just don't have any.
Well, what you could
use
do is
paper towel.
Well, you use wet paper towel and
Yeah.
put a piece of vellum over it and put
Yeah.
your paint on top of the vellum, and
Yeah.
it'll keep your during the summer it'll keep your paint like wet for hours, and during the winter it'll keep your paint wet for days.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
Well, I just got this slow drying acrylic too.
Oh,
I'm trying that for a little bit.
Oh,
Like-
can you explain what opera is? Because not the music, but what is opera?
It's the super bright pink paint.
But
called
only
opera.
pink. Is it only pink?
Yeah, it's that kind of like that pink right there.
Uh huh.
It's like super.
It's called
glow.
opera or
Yeah, it's
something.
called opera.
Opera.
Opera?
Yeah. Yeah.
where can you get that paint?
Blick.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's not just one brand. It's many brands make that too, right?
Actually,
is Winsor Newton?
I think it's only one brand.
Is it Winsor Newton does it too, right? I felt like I saw all these brands doing it, like different ones.
Maybe.
I thought it was like trademarked by one company. It seems like
Yeah.
a
no,
lot
no,
of them have it.
Maybe, but I always get it from this other like Japanese brand.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Opera.
It's called Oprah or Opera or something.
Oprah,
And I-
like OH, like
Oh.
Harpo.
isn't it OPERA, like opera?
OPERA.
I think so.
Yeah, maybe.
But all I know is I didn't know what that was, and
Yeah.
James Jean walked in here and goes, "Oh,
Oh,
Oprah!"
Oprah.
Like he said it, opera. It's opera, and I was like,
oh,
"What's
use it too?
that?" And then these guys were having a materials conversation,
Ah.
and I was sitting here going, "What the fuck?"
Man,
Like,
I just go in and buy the brightest, most intense color.
yeah. But just so
There's-
you know, it's
yeah.
called opera or Oprah
Yeah.
or something. Yeah, I didn't. I had to look it up, and I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." I don't know.
Yeah, it's
what
like
this
that
is.
hot fuchsia pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very popular color. Like, what do you think of like have you noticed like, especially with like this current like, wave of artists, like it's a very kind of, what's the colors?
Neon?
Like process color kind
Oh.
of thing, like lots of cyans. It's
Yeah,
almost kind of
yeah.
like a,
I mean, it came from digital, right? I think a lot of
maybe.
Maybe, I don't know.
Or this kind of feels like a risograph style of painting,
what's risograph?
It's that photocopy style machine that makes a lot of zines.
Yeah, lots of like hot pink,
Yeah.
like lots of magenta, lots of cyan on like, white, and then, like whatever they can be able to come up with in between.
Yeah, I thought it was because of digital color, but I have no idea.
But like it's actual like paintings, like, there's like a handful of artists out there that like, young artists who are kind of coming up that do a lot of like these, like
It's like 80s style kind of, right?
Yeah.
There's a little bit of 80s to it.
yeah, like
like flat color, like flat too, or
I think it's flat. but-
yeah, lots of flatness. Not a lot of like. I mean, some of it's kind of really rendered and painterly, but like not all of it.
I've noticed it too, and it kind of went away. Like maybe I wasn't in the right feeds, and then sort of like this show, you're kind of doing it in a little bit. It's a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit here. Yeah.
But not much. I mean, in the Mega 888 painting, like you have those kind of colors.
Yeah, not just colors, but also like the confetti stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not the only one with.
yeah, I think-
there's another
yeah.
one too with confetti. Looks
Yeah,
like
right.
confetti.
Yeah.
So there's something like.
yeah, I probably like unconsciously took it from somewhere. somebody's art.
I mean, that's what we all do.
I felt
right?
like there was like a bunch of art students from Art Center actually, younger than you, that were doing this kind of stuff. Maybe just like 5-6 years ago. No,
Oh, so I'm late.
or yeah, later,
late.
but maybe at the right time.
late to it.
Because I don't know if that stuff worked. I feel like it kind of went away.
I don't know whether or not
Yeah.
it worked or not, but like I just saw a lot of it.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
see it now, but I'm not looking. Also,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not on social media as much as I probably should be. Do you spend a lot of time on the social?
This year, think hourly it adds up to about the same, but per look, I realize I only like go through like I can only see like 10 posts, and I can't scroll anymore.
Wow.
So I really it's like not like sit there for an hour. I just like pick it up, look at 5 things, and turn it off, and then do something. So I don't really I don't see that much stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I haven't been liking people's pictures because
I might like a couple of things here and there that really kind of like catch my eye, but like it's. And then I spend more time unfollowing people than I do following people, like liking things.
Actually, I did unfollow a lot because in the beginning I just follow everything,
Right.
I did the same.
and then I was like, man, like
My feed is fucking
I don't wanna-
garbage.
like I was following so many French bulldog pages, and then like, I was like, I don't even see that many French bulldogs anymore.
Because you have a French bulldog.
Yeah, and I was following just random artists. I mean, I just kind of unfollow a lot.
I follow a lot of random artists.
I just want to see stuff I want to see. So
Mm,
yeah, because I only have so many seconds.
right.
But then the story, actually, I spend more time clicking through the Instagram stories.
Oh, really?
Yeah, instead of the feed now for some reason.
Is it because it's video, or is it because
It's
like
easy. It's like right on top.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, actually, you don't even need to do
And flip
anything.
through it,
You
you just
just
click
you,
through
you
it?
just need to sit there and stare at it, and like if you look long enough, like 3 seconds to 10 seconds, they'll go to the next one.
yeah, and then there's
You know.
no. I think also because there's no words. Like I don't need to read it. I don't need to read like somebody describe. Maybe it's
Shit.
just like picture, and then
Yeah.
there's those emojis that move.
right?
It's more entertaining.
It's like, oh, look at the dumb emojis you got
Like you
looking
gotta
like all over this place, you know.
But yeah, I try. I mean, maybe my wife would tell me different. Like, probably tells me I'm on it like constantly.
Well,
But
do
I
you-
feel like I'm always like, quicker sessions.
Right.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I
But it's definitely it's bad. I don't know. It's like I don't know about this social media thing.
I only I don't know. What
'Cause
about you,
before-
Eric?
yeah.
Do you spend a lot of time on on social media?
Not so much. It's usually kind of selfish, where I'm posting something I need to.
Right.
But am I looking at other people? Not as much as no. I look at Reddit more than I look at Instagram.
Yeah, Reddit.
Yeah, I do. I don't look at Instagram that much. I do, but not. It's 10% compared to everything else I might look at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
would say 10% or 15% or something like that. It's actually kind of low, relatively. It's not like 50% Instagram. It's definitely not.
yeah. I couldn't tell you like who my top 5 follows on Instagram are. Like
You couldn't?
I
Oh,
couldn't.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, I don't know, fucking whatever. But then like I could tell you what my top 5 fucking Reddits are.
Yeah.
So, how are we doing on time, buddy?
Oh, we've got some.
Oh, okay.
We still have some. If you have any more questions, we're at
Haven't
145.
been getting comments. What's the conversation like? On
Nothing.
The,
It's actually stopped once we finished our top fives.
man.
There was a lot during the top fives, and then it just kind of ended.
oh, like what?
It ended.
They got.
I
they
read
got
I
TV
read a
shows
bunch
to
of
watch.
stuff, and it was a long line of crap, and then it just like died.
Oh.
Albert Reyes last said, I want to learn how to paint like how Peter paints. That's about it. That was like the last thing.
Oh, I'll definitely show him.
Yeah.
Albert's great.
Yeah.
I love Albert.
Oh, man, yeah, his
There-
show-
but there's
yeah, his show
very
looks
there's
awesome.
very
Yeah.
no. It's all of a sudden it's silenced.
Oh.
Yeah. We silenced him with our actual art talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. They liked hearing the top 5 randomness, you know. They liked hearing Yang Gang and
Oh, they like hearing shit talks.
they liked hearing
and
about
I
Reddit.
stopped with the shit
They liked
talking.
hearing about it. They liked hearing about incels.
But
They
you know
loved
what?
it.
I might start shit talking more if this goes well.
Yeah.
If nobody cares.
You know,
I'm more reserved
Yeah.
on live.
You know, it's funny is literally like, you know, I think this show has like, you know, kind of taken the shit talker out of me and like amplified it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got 1 thumbs down on our like up votes, and we got 1 thumbs down on this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On this one? On this episode?
Yeah. Yeah.
How many? Is that the first time?
I never seen a thumbs
Oh my
down. We
God.
got
Oh,
one.
shit.
I mean, it's not much. Like
Oh,
we're not getting
man.
tons of people listening like live, but we did get 1 thumbs down. So
Oh, that's a bad sign, right?
yeah.
Oh.
Good job, Peter. It's your
Sorry.
fault.
I don't know.
Couldn't have been. It wasn't.
It
It couldn't have been us.
Oh, no. We're
Oh no.
we're professionals now. We're almost at 40.
Damn. Knew I should have come on.
Oh man, that's so bad. But it's okay. We must have bumped somebody out.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Man,
it must have
at
been
least
me.
give a reason, right?
It must have been me. I must
Let's
have
give a
like,
reason.
I probably talked a little too much shit about an artist that someone likes, and
Oh no.
Oh,
you know, but
Yeah. But no, we got a few comments. People are responding to why they're so quiet. It's like we were just enjoying the conversation.
Oh, they're still listening.
that's the
Oh, man.
warm and fuzzies right
Yeah,
there.
Love that. So what do you tell people when? Because I know people hit you up about learning painting, and you tell
they
do you tell them take my class?
No,
Or are
they
you like,
don't. They
take my
don't.
class.
No, honestly, don't.
Oh come
They
on.
don't. I'm serious.
You have like a decent
I'm
amount of
serious.
Instagram followers. People got to be hitting you up for that.
No, I'm serious. I don't, because I haven't been teaching.
Uh-huh.
So it's all kind of like.
Why did you
The-
get into
the s-
teaching in the first place? And like, I mean, were you just between projects? Do you have time, or like fresh
Just-
out of school and like ready to share?
Yeah, ready to share. I think that was a big one.
But
Like,
you're also into plein air, right? That was like the big deal. Plein air
yeah.
painting.
That was when I first started just painting.
Yeah.
I was
Do you do
just-
any more of that?
No.
Oh, because
I got too lazy.
no, because I remember the last the show that you did, what looked like plein air paintings. You told me really quickly, you're like, these aren't plein air, and then I was like reading up on what plein air is, and I realized I'm like, okay, they're not, because one of the images, I'm like, you couldn't have been there at painting this because you're in the middle of the
Yeah,
street.
yeah.
You would have died, right? You would have got hit by a car, but you know what I'm saying? It's like the plein air is supposed to be like you're supposed to be there.
Yeah, I
You
guess
know?
if the rule.
Because that one's a
of plein
photo,
air.
right?
Yeah,
You took a photo and you
yeah, I
painted
just paint
it.
from photo
but
now.
that's not what plein air is supposed to be
Yeah.
like. You're actually
I'm a
there.
fake. Yeah, I'm wannabe plein air.
Because
but I
that
just sit
was
in-
a vantage point that you couldn't get like naturally. You know,
I
as
just
a
sit at
painter.
home.
Yeah.
Well, unless you like, you know, are far back and you have a viewfinder kind of thing, and you're like, okay, this is the general idea of what I'm going for.
And I don't know if plein airs,
Right.
are you supposed to use like binoculars and shit when you're painting? Probably not. I don't think so.
Mm.
Yeah. But I realized that
Oh,
in-
that's interesting. That's a new.
using technology,
It's gonna be a new trend.
like infrared, looking through infrared
Paint something
paint.
like 10 miles away.
Well, you wouldn't even be able. Yeah,
But I'm in
it'd
nature.
be kind of
but
cool.
I'm-
Yeah, you know, you're in the elements.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just happen to be 100 yards away, you know, and you're using binoculars to, you know, find whatever. I mean, like, you know, I mean, I don't know. If you have like a tripod with a pair of binoculars attached to it, you know, and you're
Yeah.
You're
into
painting
it.
like a girl changing.
The weirdest thing is
Dude, the cameras though, they can see far.
the weirdest thing is I didn't know what plein air was until then. Like the word PLEIN air.
PLE.
PLEIN and air. AIR. Yeah, some foreign word. But it means you're outside painting.
I literally was thinking like PLAIN,
Like
you know,
plain
like,
air.
you know, like,
but the whole thing is that's a thing, and there's groups, right? Like
Yeah.
like what are they called? Painting warriors or some
Plein
shit
air.
like that,
Or there's a lot of groups.
like there's all these
Yeah.
plein air groups that I
Plein
didn't,
Air
Yeah.
Warriors
or something like that, or painting warriors
Yeah, when-
or something.
Well, when me and my friends
There's a
first
whole
started,
bunch.
It's
Yeah.
called tough painters.
Tough painters. That's what I'm saying. It's like
painters.
that's the weird thing. It's like a graffiti crew, right? There are actually crews of them, but you're not like
Dude,
fighting. But there
I
are
wish we were that hardcore.
but there are
I wish we were so
but there are
street.
crews.
Wow.
There are crews all over LA of different plein air painters.
We're not that street.
Damn.
We're not that.
Yeah,
No,
but you're on the but you're on the street.
You're on the street.
Actually, the
Yeah.
interesting thing
Yeah.
is we used to go painting at the Arts District,
Right.
and it was kind of ghetto. And now it's got like all these fancy coffee shops.
Oh,
Like that bridge I used to paint.
Yeah,
It's
you-
got like Verve.
Well, you painted
Next to-
you painted one thing that had like a dude doing a drug deal right in the parking lot. It looked
Oh
like
yeah.
right.
Oh yeah.
But
That
then
was
that-
over the bridge.
Right, that was like a thing. But then you said, actually, I was like, "What's this drug deal going on in the corner?" Because it was like dudes doing something, and then you said, "That's a guy buying organic vegetables."
Yeah.
I was like, "What the?"
What?
It was a painting we had here. It was like a really
Yeah.
nice one.
I
But
don't
yeah.
even know how I feel about the Arts District. Actually, I mean, like, have you?
Yeah.
been-
So it's things. That's changed the street, the
No,
scene.
it's completely
Yeah,
changed.
the ghetto
It's-
area is now like super fancy.
You know,
And then you don't want to paint there anymore because it doesn't have the
it's this bougie shit.
Yeah,
You know,
like now you're just painting like coffee, like nice brick coffee shops.
Yeah.
Whereas before, at least, there's like a roughness to,
Right.
to
like they have
character.
they have a Groundworks of there's been a Groundworks coffee shop that's been there for like since I moved to LA. You know,
and is Earth Cafe was there for a long time? Sort of?
maybe
Yeah.
yeah. But like I remember going to that Groundworks back during the Cannibal Flower days because like Cannibal Flower used to be like this really gritty like warehouse art show that I kind of got my start at, and it was the only thing that like the closest thing that with food that we
Groundworks,
was
yeah.
Groundworks, and we would like drive there and there's nothing around us and it's just like homeless people and just fucking crazy shit all over the place, and now it's as bougie as fucking
Yeah.
hell, and like you can't find parking for shit. If you do find you have to pay like $20 for parking.
for 15 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like $3
You
for
know.
10 minutes.
So where would you paint now? Like where would be
So I don't know.
a place
I don't
you'd
know
want
where
to go
I'd
paint?
I want to go somewhere
Because-
that's not nice.
Because a lot of those plein air paintings, it seems like people paint the same thing like over and over, right? Like they go to this one place and then they paint, and I'm like, there's that mountain
Yeah.
again, right, or
People-
something.
yeah.
Everyone's kind of going to the same places. It's sort of like shooting Ansel Adams' same photos by going to the exact spots and trying to shoot Half Dome and shoot.
Oh,
you know?
you mean like taking a selfie at a spot?
Yeah,
like
or
a
just
mural?
or you're just trying to do it. But I'm just noticing
Yeah.
people were painting the same things over and over. Because I'm like, oh, there's that spot again. And I look at paintings, and I'm like, there's that same spot. Like everyone's painting, and then it was always.
Well, if you're
one-
hardcore,
yeah,
you drive out to
you find something
the
different.
mountains.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a real plein air. But
Because that was so weird that
Well,
seeing the bridge painted, the same bridge painted over and over.
Yeah, 'cause we all go
or
out,
a mountain with a what's the mountain with some kind of an antenna or something, and everyone's painting that too. I'm like, dude, the same thing again.
What
This is
about
a
like
weird-
like the 4th Street Bridge? Just go.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's get on top of the 4th Street Bridge and paint downtown Los Angeles.
I did that. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Like because the bridge is kind of like
Yeah.
all jacked up. Or you
Wait,
go.
is that the bridge that they destroy? Or that's
No,
the fifth-
no. That was.
That's the one of the bridges they destroyed.
Was it this? Was it the 2nd Street Bridge or something like that was destroyed?
one of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
That would have been fun to paint actually.
Ah.
The destroyed bridge.
Or was
Yeah.
it the
That one
7th?
was-
No, the 7th Street is still there. 4th Street is there. 1st Street is there. Or did they transform the 1st Street?
I don't know.
into
One of them seemed to get changed, but I'm not sure.
something? 1st Street
Yeah.
I know is totally different.
Is it
but-
is
yeah.
it fourth or it's either fourth maybe or something? I think I'm
So
not
I think
sure.
I think we're getting a thumbs down because we're talking about plein air.
Actually, no.
It might check how many thumbs
but
down
that's
there.
but that's like a genre of painting that people need to know about.
Yeah.
It's all done. It's all done like painting sketchbooks.
I think everybody knows. It.
I
How
thought
except
that-
you.
people know.
Yeah.
I
Are you
thought,
sure?
No, I never even heard of Planet. I just
That
thought
started
it was
from like Monet.
but I didn't even know. I didn't
Well,
know how to
I wasn't-
fucking
I
name.
didn't. I didn't know Monet.
You know, yeah.
You know, that-
Monet was not a friend of mine.
Exactly. I did not approve of Monet's works.
You know,
Actually, I
he-
have no idea where that term came from. It's French though.
It's old. Yeah.
Out.
Yeah.
I would have thought it was plein air.
Yeah, like
Right.
Cause gave us the thumbs down. So,
Oh,
yeah.
then he should be giving all our videos a fucking thumbs
according
down.
to Nicole Harris, Cause did it.
Thanks, Nicole.
Yeah.
Thanks for solving the
Booyah.
mystery.
Yeah.
I never seen a cos in real person. Have you?
Just
I don't know.
you could look on Google and you'll see it. And
No,
be
but
like,
maybe it's like not got interesting textures. You know.
Oh, you mean a cause painting?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant a picture of him. I'm
No,
like,
no, like a real
go ahead.
painting. Like so, I don't.
I
know.
don't think so.
Yeah.
No, it's just pretty
I
flat.
think it's pretty flat. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
But
ever-
okay, there's one thing though. Like I seen him draw the line, and that's pretty nice though. Like the control, you know, like when he does the ink line. Like okay, that's pretty impressive.
Really?
I'm not even fucking. I don't even find that
Like,
shit
really?
funny.
I'm like,
That's like
a
oh, he
line?
doesn't fucked up on the line.
Like you know what I mean? You mean like those fucking like ugly ass fucking sketchy drawings he does
No,
of
no, it's
companions
like
on
one line long
that are
ink
on
line.
fucking like Uniqlo t-shirts now, like that ugly ass shit.
Damn. What about who was the person at Art Center who could draw the perfect circle? Wasn't there a person like
Shit,
one
of the
professor?
faculty,
Yeah, who's able to just draw the perfect circle. I mean, of course, it's your arm is sort of like a compass in a way,
Yeah.
but he was able to.
still
I think
hard.
it was a he as a man, and he was able to do a perfect circle, and
So I don't know.
he was kind of like well known for that. Yeah,
Interesting.
no, you
No.
weren't there.
No, I wasn't there.
I think he was there. There's a
I
professor.
didn't
there.
have to do that.
Okay.
You
Anyway,
know, there's a BuzzFeed video about like
you'd-
drawing the perfect circle,
you'd
but
be impressed.
you couldn't do it like it had to be like they gave you an 11 by 14 sheet of paper and you had to try and draw a perfect circle on that. Like,
That's
That
harder.
way you can't use your
Yeah.
arm as
like a
your shoulder as a pivot, as
Yeah,
a focal
yeah,
point.
yeah.
You know, so
Sean Hanaway says Bridge Talk 2019.
bridge top.
Thumbs down. Yeah, it wasn't plain air. I was talking about bridges.
oh, dude, I love the bridges in LA.
Yeah, I love the
do.
bridges. I
Yeah.
love painting bridges.
I like just driving
comes
down
down.
them.
I think the ones in Pasadena were like nice bridges, right?
Oh yeah, the one with the lights on there.
That's like one of the oldest. Got to be one of the oldest bridges in LA or
right.
something.
Oh, agreed.
I think
Agreed.
because
Well, it's-
Pasadena is old as fuck.
Yeah, the 110 is the oldest freeway in California, apparently.
No way.
Yeah. Well,
Well, shit. And then there's old ass bridges across that too. Then.
Yeah. Well, I
right?
mean, like,
Like
think
with
about
arches
like,
and
like
shit.
the 110 is the only fucking freeway that actually has stop. We had to stop, and you're given about like maybe 20 feet to get up to like
That's the
65
worst.
miles an hour to fucking like.
Yeah.
Or you
I
don't
think-
like in a
I
car
think-
get in a
I
car
think
accident.
That's before cars went like 40 miles an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
maybe you busted out with your horse. You're like, fuck it, I'm gonna pull out my
It's
horse.
all like fucking like Model Ts, like
Yeah.
going. Blah, blah, blah,
and maybe
blah,
some
blah, blah,
horse.
blah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Bridge talk.
Bridge talk,
Booyah.
freeway talk.
Yeah.
Los Angeles, 2019.
Oh man, I guess nobody has extra questions for Peter Chan.
Oh man, dude, there's so many things you can ask. We like,
Not one
like,
question.
like crabs,
Crabs.
dude.
lottery
It's sad.
tickets.
It's sad, man.
Like, what is up with these lottery
That's
fucking
true.
themed
You
paintings?
did paint lottery ticket things. That's weird.
Yeah, that is a
You know,
weird
what's the
thing
reason
to go
for
there.
that?
Just like a
Is
dream.
the Mega 888 like an
well,
actual?
there's the title. The title is good. You know, it's
Ah.
Mega 8. Yeah, it's just
Just for the
I'm
whole-
into gambling.
You are?
That's
I
true.
mean,
Yeah, I'm
you
into
know-
gambling.
Oh, well, that's where you met your wife.
Yeah.
Vegas.
Vegas.
Really?
Is that crazy? Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah.
How often do you go to Vegas?
I
You
like-
do go to. I noticed you do seem to
Yeah,
like to
yeah.
gamble.
Yeah, only to play poker though.
Wow.
Yeah, not the table games. Yeah.
Wait, poker is
the,
a
the
table
table
game.
games.
Isn't poker?
No,
a
no,
table-
like in the actual floor, like blackjack, like craps. Look, I don't really play those
you just play poker.
because the odds is you don't have the right odds to win.
Poker does.
Yeah, poker because the house doesn't control the cards.
No.
You know.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're not playing against the dealer. You're
yeah,
playing
not
against other
playing-
players.
There's,
Yeah.
there's always some odds. Yeah, I don't know the details.
And you're good
I
at
just
this?
suck at it.
Are you? Oh, you're bad at it.
I'm alright.
Oh, okay. You're
I
all
just,
right.
I just like to gamble.
Wow.
like to gamble.
Do you play mahjong and any of
Oh,
it?
I love mahjong.
I've
I need
never
to
played
find
mahjong.
I need to find people to play.
Do you play
mahjong.
Paigao?
No, I want to learn how to play Paigao. That's a real degenerate gamble. Yeah.
I've seen
Paigao.
people play that game, and I'm like, I have no
Paig-
idea what the fuck is going on here. You know, I'm assuming it's kind of a mahjong-ish kind of game because there's a dice and there's a deck, and and there's
Yeah.
like weird like shit.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So that's where all the Asian people go play in a casino.
So, and
Yeah.
I know one other thing that we didn't even discuss, but you paint a lot of cars,
Oh.
right?
I think people are more interested in gambling.
Maybe.
How
but
much I've lost.
It seems. oh,
What to
that's true.
what-
Or how
what
much
to
do you
in
win or
blackjack.
lost? Yeah. It's always a money question. That's true. Yeah.
No,
What's the biggest thing you've ever lost? How much have you lost?
I don't lose them. I'm actually like, yeah, I don't.
You're not playing at the.
Yeah, I don't play big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, Albert asks an important question because we talked about a lot of crab. He asks, "Do you like lobster?"
So I love lobster, but I stopped as too high in cholesterol.
But what about crab?
I love crab too,
It's got.
but crab is more fun to paint
Oh, okay.
because they look more sad.
Do you eat crab like the Chinese way, where you like pop up in the
Oh, yeah.
shell and just go with the spoon and
House
start,
sauce.
yeah, eating all the stuff.
Have you been
attached
to Newport Seafood?
Of course,
Yeah.
of course, like
Yeah.
right on Atlantic and
Yeah.
and Garvey, like
Yeah.
yeah.
That's good.
We've been trying to like get a group together
Oh,
to
we
do
should-
like the deep fried crab stuff with all the garlic and chili.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I'm down for that.
That sounds good.
Yeah, you gotta do that. You gotta do that. It's like $25 per like I don't know,
$25 really
for like something like a certain weight. You
per
know.
pound.
I don't think it's bad. Well,
Do they bring it to you and show it to you first?
No,
Like, do they do that shit?
no.
Oh, okay.
No, I think it's like no. I think it's about like $9 a pound. You know, and you get like a big ass thing of like
$19.99
it's
a
like
pound.
maybe like the equivalent of 2 or 3 crabs like piled onto your plate, like battered and deep fried with little bits of like fried garlic.
Wait, is
and
this all by?
chili.
Is this all for yourself?
Yeah.
Or do you share that?
No, you share that.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Of course
fuck.
you share.
I was
It's
like, 3
that's-
crabs
that
for
is
one
way
person.
That's
too
a lot
much.
of crab.
It's cut up, so
Yeah.
like the side parts are cut up, so you can just
Nice.
you know, eat it.
Nice.
Oh, sounds good.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
Right on.
So fucking.
All right, Robot and the Bear outing.
Yeah, they need to open a crab place out on the west side.
It's not gonna happen.
Oh wait, they have the boiling crab. I don't like.
No, no, the boiling crab
Yeah.
isn't.
It's too much sauce.
I mean, like it's good, but it's not that good. I don't. It's not wait 45 minutes good.
oh, I think yeah, it used to be right. The one in K Town, remember?
Oh,
It's
that
like a
was-
2-hour wait.
Yeah, yeah.
It's too. No, it's that's.
I don't want to wait. for
You know what?
anything.
Here's my boiling crab tip. You know, to anyone who is eating at the boiling crab, there's only 2 items on the menu that are worth eating, and those are the shrimp and the king crab legs. Because everything else is a fucking. Because they charge per pound, right? You know, so you order a blue crab, which is like really hard to eat because you've got like stinging hot fucking sauce covering it. So like if you accidentally touch one of the fucking spikes on the blue crab, your fingers are like hurting and like underneath, you know, everything in your fingernails are just aching by the end of it all. And it's just like a waste of fucking time. You know, and then like, you know, you try and get crawfish and like their shells are fucking heavy compared to shrimp.
Oh.
You know?
Oh.
Oh man, so you're paying for the freaking
Yeah,
Oh, you're
so-
paying for fucking trash.
Yeah.
You're literally
Yeah.
paying for trash. But like those king crab legs are long. It's just a big tube of crab meat. You know, you take the fucking special like opener, which is almost kind of like a, I don't know. It's like this weird like it's a stick with a little like hook thing, and you just like stick it underneath there, and it just goes zip, and you peel it open. It's just meat. It's awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Crab.
Luke Chew's boiling crab fucking like, you know, ordering techniques. If
Anyways.
anyone has any opinions, let me know.
None.
Come join us for crab. We need more people so we can order more.
We need, yeah, exactly.
All right.
Anyways, sorry for going there.
I think
It's one of those things I've thought about.
I think we're good now, yo.
All right.
Alrighty. Since there's no more questions,
And I've killed the conversation as usual.
that's okay.
We killed a couple of times. One with
Yeah.
the bridge, one with plain air, and then we ended with the crab.
All right.
Subject still void.
So see you guys at D